Testing 1, 2. Right, we're back. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Mantha, and I am streaming. And when I say I mean we are streaming, because once again, it is time for us to grab some dice and play Dungeons and Dragons. This is finally episode 4 of Thoria, the Broken World. We have been off on a little bit of a hiatus for some illness and some personal things, which is absolutely fine. We are now back, baby, with episode 4. So without further ado, I'm not even going to do any preamble on this. I'm just going to go straight into it, and I'm going to go into the game screen. And you used to say hello to my wonderful cast, so please unmute your mics.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
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 The most beautifulest of peoples.
Hello.
I can't believe I didn't change the thing when it came up. I was doing. You're playing Avowed. No,
we're
we're not.
Avowed. We're playing Avowed.
We're the NPCs. We're fine. We're the NPCs.
There's got to be one thing. There's got to be one thing every time. Every time.
There's gotta be one.
It's crisp. It's cold. It's crisp.
It's good now.
Right. So, I'm just going to go straight into this because I cannot wait to start playing this game again.
I'm scared.
I'm going to give a quick recap like I normally do. And then we're going to go straight into the game. So, episode 3, summary, goes as follows. Opal visited most of the crew and members of the party to inquire about talking to animals. She wanted to communicate with the Chimigans, who are now on board ship. Unfortunately, no one was able to magically assist. However, Opal did facilitate a makeshift house for them, made from a broken crate. She also found solace with Isha, as the two are still wanting answers about their own experiences with the arcane, and that was probably one of the most cutest moments I've ever had in a game. Captain Hylia was able to demonstrate why the ship was called the Depth Charge. The man-of-war battleship who attacked previously came back for another pass, as Captain activated the ship's secret weapon. The ship cast a spell on all the crew, enabled him to breathe underwater, and then dove beneath the waves, stalking its prey above. It let out a powerful pulse blast that forced the attacking vessel backwards several times before it was set upon by some tentacled beast from the depths of the Shimmer Sea, as the depth charge was able to surface and make a speedy retreat towards their island destination. The party finally made landfall in the shape of a very small yet highly guarded island known as Solitary. There, they met First Guard Basil Butcher, a brash, overconfident man drunk on power, and his underling, Second Guard, Ivan Lenville. Not more than a teenager, well out of his depth and blindly following orders. Bird noticed his immaturity and latched onto him in to favour some control, and it worked. The party was granted access to the fortress atop the island garrison, manned by the loyal naval soldiers of the Concerto. The naval forces put in place by the powers in Yorel to guard entry into the Shimmer Cove. They met a person called Admiral Laurentus Rackham, a sturdy, tall half-giant, older in years, grey skin, bald head, with a salt and pepper moustache and beard reminiscent of a very famous movie star of our time. He also had a very similar voice. I hope. He asked for papers to secure entry to the Shimmer Cove, but the party, who were without any formal documentation, found themselves at a loss. Rackham then noticed a symbol embossed on the hilt of Tad's rapier, a symbolic signature of Creel Vargas, and quickly changed his tune, producing an identical letter to the ones the party carries. Kismet? ? A deal was struck. The party would investigate why the food stores were going missing from the fortress cellars and eradicate the cause, and in turn, they would be granted access to the cove. Tad did question his intentions as one who carries the same letter as them. He wondered why the Admiral had not made efforts to find Creel. The Admiral cited duty takes precedent over wants. He's a proud military man and would not abandon his station. I'm not sure how that sat with Tad. The party agreed to deal and made their way into the cellars, where they quickly dispatched several swarms of rats. They found a small opening in the rear wall of the cellar that led to a series of tunnels, some trapped by design and forethought. They successfully found their way through the labyrinth of tunnels and entered into a larger chamber, where they encountered a smell unlike anything they wished to remember. Putrefaction, decay, and death. Tad, making use of his stealthy skills, was able to creep into the chamber. Others were less than successful. And a large insectoid creature, pale yellow armored shell, bulbous eyes, tentacled face and body as it spun, coiled like a spring in the direction of our adventurers and raised up. You can now see, as I'm going to transition to the battle screen because we're going to go straight into initiative when I shut up.
Yay.
And my thing is still there. There we go.
I'm scared.
There they are. My beautiful boys.
Sure.
You see large bulbous eyes, a tentacled face, and a body that's spun round. You see 8 legs at the end that have sharp points like javelins stained black. A wide circular mouth filled with rows and rows of razor-sharp teeth that almost rotate within it as tentacles whip around in front of its face. The insect's shell armor covered with rows of spines all the way back to its tail. It turns towards you and... Roll initiative, please.
No.
I didn't know it had legs.
Oh, it's got many legs, dude. Many, many legs. Right, let's get this music going.
I'm last. I don't care.
I have a silly question.
I love silly questions.
I just noticed on my character sheet there's a +1 on initiative. Do I add that to my initiative roll?
Hell yes, you do. Your +1 to initiative is your dexterity modifier. So you need to be adding that every time you roll initiative, otherwise you're just losing the possibility of going first, or second, or whenever you go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Right, I'll do this like Mercer does it. So, 25 to 20.
23.
23.
Yeah, for once I decided to roll on D&D Beyond.
Okay, anyone else in that bracket?
Not even close.
I like the subtle way you put that in. Okay, so 20 to 15.
19.
19.
18 for Tad.
Lovely. Anybody else? 15 to 10.
12.
12. For Opal. Okay.
Guys.
10 to 5.
9.
5?
Yeah.
Is that both of you on 5?
I rolled a 9.
Oh, you're all on 9.
Oh, okay.
Good.
I don't want to still be the rogue, guys. That was last time.
Got it.
Okay, so
Working
who
9 to 5.
do I have everyone there now? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, I have
5.
a Dolly Parton shirt I can go put on.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we've got everyone.
Nice.
Okay, so as you come into this chamber, what I would like you to do, like the first one, and like we've done before, is I'll give you like 10 to 15 feet of wiggle room to position yourselves before we actually start the fight. Because if you recall, this guy was actually further down here last time, and I've popped him up on that wall. So I've got to give you the same leeway to shift. So if anybody wants their tokens moved, sort of around that entrance area, by all means.
If I'm last, I think I'm good.
I'm good where I'm at.
I want to be next door.
I have to be first, so I got to see if there's any dangers. So move me into a clear spot, I guess. Whatever you think.
I can pop you like down here to move forward with
Sure.
Tad, Because you're about
I'm
to
not
go.
sure. Like,
You're about to go forward anyway, because you're first on initiative to start off
yeah,
with. So,
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You know.
Isha, do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to move a little bit further before we
I'll
start?
grab tissues. I'll be right back.
Could I be
Yeah, go for it.
in the space just above Finn? Right there.
Absolutely. Okay, Bird, you're happy to be hiding in the shadows, yes?
Yep.
Eloin?
I might move just one square forward.
Like that?
Just, yep. Perfect.
Opal?
In between, like in that square that's in between Tad and Ellen.
Sort of here?
Like-
At the front?
In front of Ellen, the other one. I don't know why.
Like here?
Just give me a pink, that one.
Yes.
That one?
Okay.
There.
So in this little corner here?
Yes.
Yep, perfect.
Got it. Right, okay. Just let me quench my throat just 1 second. I can feel the demon cough coming back, and it better not. Right, top of the round. Finland, you are speedy boy. You're up.
I'm since it's the beginning of initiative, and I learned something talking to my friends on. I'm actually going to use right away uncanny metabolism.
Okay.
It says I can use. It says I can use it right at the beginning of initiative. I can. Well, I don't. I have all my focus points, but it also gives me a +2. I mean, it gives me my martial arts roll, and I can gain 2 points of hit points.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll that right now. 1, of course. I get 3 hit points back. So.
Cool.
So I'm at 21. Okay, and do I see anybody from where I'm at?
From where you're stood, to your left, kind of high up, I'd say about maybe 15 feet up, you see a disgusting-looking creature leering down on you.
Okay, so I see that one, so I would have no need to think that I need to go further, because I don't know about the other one at the wall, right?
You haven't seen anything else. No, the wall here is a good 10 feet up. This used to be like a jail cell underneath the fortress that they would throw prisoners down.
Oh, good to know.
It's sort of like broken down a little bit, so the walls have crumbled, but the walls are still there.
Okay, so the guy's 15 feet away up high on the ledge.
Well, he's 10, he's 5, 10, 15. He's probably about 35 feet from you, but it involves a climb if you want to get next to him.
Would that put me at a disadvantage since I'm lower than him? I'm just learning because I haven't really fought anybody like at high ground before, so I don't know.
Well, no, there's a ledge next to him that you can get up to if you want to. If you got to there, you'd be on level ground.
Do we get to know what they rolled for initiative?
No.
Okay, I'm just asking, like, first time I ever asked that question.
Tell me all your secrets, Rob.
I'm gonna move. Wait, okay, I can't. Oh, how do I move again, or how do I show you how far I want to go? Measure. Okay.
There's a ruler option,
Yeah.
and then you can drag and point.
By the way, hello Jay and everyone who just raided the channel.
Aww.
Ray!
Hey,
Hey guys.
Peach is coming in. Coming in hot.
Coming out.
That should make a peach. We should change that on our iPads.
Finland's gonna play it smart because the guy's high. He's never seen this thing before. I'm pretty sure he hasn't. So I'm gonna try to flank him by going 20 feet right here.
Okay.
Is that? Can you see what I did? Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
see that?
And I don't think there's really anything in particular I can.
The thing that you did at the start of your turn, is that an action to do that? Or is it a bonus action?
Neither.
It just happens on initiative to like recover, like a one-time prolonged rest. Apparently, I can get back +2
It's a class
plus
trait.
my martial arts. Yeah,
Yeah, cool. All
I
right.
can get back my focus points, but I don't think there's anything I can do that. Could I throw it? Oh, I should have thought about that before I ran off. No, okay, I'm good. I'll on my turn.
You good? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, and your turn, Ella, when you're up.
Okay. An idea, and then I realize that person's not seeable. Can I? I'm gonna go ahead because I can see that one and I'm 30 feet from it. I'm gonna go ahead and do a running stitch and cast Bane on homie up here on the, and see if we can at least get him.
Homeboy in the rafters.
Yeah, homie in the rafters.
Okay, so what's the save on that one?
It's a charisma 14.
As you can probably tell, these guys are incredibly charismatic.
I'm hoping.
Ooh, hang on. What's his save on that? Oh, -3.
-3.
He rolled a 3.
Oh no! I have
Donut.
0.
Big fat zero.
Amazing.
Right. So he's baned. So that's a minus.
Get
That's a
baned.
minus D4 to attack rolls and
Saving
saves.
throws, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Let's go.
Homeboy is baned.
And I'm going to give inspiration
Bardic inspiration.
to I'll do Tad this turn.
Cool. So I'll make a note of that. And Tad, you've got a D6.
'Cause
Gotcha.
You're right next to me.
Roger, roger.
Roger, roger. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That is, yeah.
Excellent. Tad, you're up.
Alrighty. Seeing this fella way over here and knowing I don't see him at all, I'm gonna go about 15 feet this way and 15 feet up, so just like an angle.
Okay. So you are flying. You're now flying.
Yep.
Do you get close to the wall?
Yeah, I'm like right. Yeah, exactly. I'm like basically flush with the wall.
Okay. So you are now above the wall as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which I don't know if that triggers anything, but I'm not even focusing, so I'm gonna shoot.
Well, it
This
brings
fella-
it would bring into view something that you hadn't seen before.
Yeah, fair. I'm gonna play this as if I'm just watching this guy and getting away, so I don't even notice that yet. I'm just gonna take a shot with my short bow
All right.
at the guy up top.
Go for it.
Ooh, 19 plus stuff.
Yeah.
19.
Enough.
I figured.
That kind of
you know,
hits.
so 26 to hit. And then
Oh
a
gosh.
you know, casual. And then that is.
There's
okay,
there's a
only
family
7
history
damage.
now as to how many you've hit in his entire family line.
Yeah.
Go for
So 7 damage total.
So no,
And then I am going to take a second, look around, notice this fella.
uh-huh.
Super don't love that. And I'm going to fly back down as much as I can to be like on the ground at this wall.
Just give me that ping again.
Yeah, just the same exact
Oh,
spot,
so
just on the ground.
you're just going to leap down. All right. So you went over the wall.
Yeah,
Went,
just a full-
oh shit! Down.
Yeah. I'll say this. There's another one. That's it.
Just roll me just as a free action. Just roll me a perception check
Oh no.
on the end of your turn.
It's not good. 4 minus 1.
You have a -1 to
3.
perception?
Sure do.
Jeez. Oh, okay.
Let's party.
You don't see shit.
I'm really good at one thing. That's my guy.
I rolled a one-trick pony rogue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the end of your turn.
That's that.
Um,
sorry. No, bonus action, I will attempt to hide in that little corner that I'm in. Realistically, probably from the one on the other side of the wall, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Fucking Christ. All right, 3.
Ball.
I am
12 total, but
Okay,
Yeah.
12 total. Let's
Yeah.
just see, shall we?
yeah,
You believe you are hidden.
great.
Take of that what you will.
Believe you're hidden. Oh gosh.
Okay,
That's
now
painful, bro.
it's
That's
now
painful.
these guys' turn. Right.
No.
Oh yes. I get to play now. This ugly son of a bitch is gonna come down here and go into that space,
Oh no.
Ooh, yes.
and he's going to
Oh,
take
no.
a multi-attack against Isha.
Minus
Rude.
D4.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Anisha.
Minus D4.
Minus D4 because he's baned. Right, so the first one's going to be a bite attack.
Okay.
He rolled a 19 naturally. And it's a plus, so he's got a +4 to that, so it's a 23 minus 4. Which is a 2, so it's still a 21 to hit.
That hits me. I have run a 16.
Okay, so you take 2d4 plus 2. That is 7 points of piercing damage. No, 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And bear with me a second. Plus 2 points of poison damage. As this thing
And then the second attack.
racks into your leg. And the second attack. One creature. Okay, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as you see the tentacles in front of its face start to lick out towards you and start to wrap around you a little bit. So you need to make a DC 12 Constitution save.
Yeah.
It's
I
not very
rolled
high.
a-
It's not very high.
I rolled a 24 con save.
Get it. So you feel the tentacles going around you and immediately just pull back and they snap away and there's no damage on the second attack.
You got me that time. Really did.
So
Baby Jones looking motherfucker, what is this? Oh, God. Rude.
yeah, boy. Oh, these guys suck. I know they do. Right. So the other guy, he's going to move, and the only person he can see within range. By the way, as he rocks around the corner now, you can all see this second one just start to move into space. He's going to go and
Great.
do the exact same thing against you, Finland. So 2 attacks, 1 bite, and then 1 tentacle. That is a 23 to hit. I rolled a 19 again. I'm pretty sure that hits
Rob's
you.
rolling today,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, that hits, yeah.
Sorry about this. I really hope this doesn't happen the way I didn't think it would. Right, 2d4.
We're fine. Everything's fine. We haven't even
Everything's fine.
gone yet.
I was gonna say, half of us haven't even
Oh,
gone.
I didn't bane him.
He's not
That
been.
one wasn't Bane.
Yeah, that
Wait,
one wasn't
what
big.
was it?
That one wasn't
19?
baned. It wasn't baned. That's very
Oh,
true.
that one was banned.
He didn't
yeah.
get banged.
Okay, so you
I couldn't see him.
take 7 points of piercing damage, and then 1 point of poison damage. These d6s are rolling like shit. Second time, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 12, please, Tom. Sorry, Finland.
Okay. Constitution save. I'm gonna do this on D&D Beyond. So wait. 7 plus 4,
Uh-oh.
11.
11.
Yep. Should've rolled my
Okay.
regular dice.
The tentacles wrap around you, and you feel this pulse go through your body. You are poisoned.
Okay.
The poison condition is when you're poison condition, you experience the following effects. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and you are also considered to be. Does your movement speed go to 0? No, you
No.
can still move. You can still move. So now you've basically got disadvantage on your checks, but you do have a save at the end of each of its turns to see if you can save against
Okay.
it. So if you can roll a Constitution roll above 12, you'll negate the poison.
Okay. So, do I do that now?
Just 1 second. Poison condition repeats the save at the end of each of its turns. Yeah, you've got a chance to do it now, yeah. Just try it one more time.
Okay, so a Constitution save, you said?
Can't save, yeah. You got to beat a 12.
Okay, so I'm gonna try D&D Beyond one more time. Oh, I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Yeah, you're poisoned, dude.
No. Wait, I have luck.
Yeah.
I have luck. I can once I can
half in
not
luck.
once. Just
Half
when
in
I
luck, yeah. If you roll a 1, you can
we
re-roll
do
it.
Like-
You have to take the second roll, though.
Yeah, well, better than 1.
Well, you don't know yet.
19 plus 4, 23.
There you go. Right.
Okay.
So yeah. So you can feel the poison just start to take effect a little bit, and then with the power of your key within you as a monk, you force it out of your system. You do see that this one is slightly discolored as opposed to the other one that you can see in the room. It's got a bit more of like a black stain to it. Very reminiscent of something else that you fought in the past. And I'll leave that there. Opal, it is your turn, my dear.
I'm going to firebolt the guy next to Isha.
This
I'm
one?
going to have to move down one.
No, I mean, this is technically a large creature, so you can see him at the side of Isha.
Okay.
A good portion of him, anyway. Got a big old butt.
22 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay.
Roll that d10.
Okay. Ten.
Oh!
Whoa!
That's my best friend.
You're
So
my
you
best friend.
You see Opal reach in the pocket and pull out the relative components to cast his spell. Open a hand, a little mote of fire. Goes forward. Blows up in its face. One of its eyes is just now eradicated from its face. It's just now just a pustule of things is dripping down its face. It screams and roils back in the space, but he's still there ready to attack. He's looking a little bit rough. A little bit.
Do I get to move?
You get to move if you want to.
Okay, I'd like to move as far away from this guy as I can.
I want to go across the map, please.
But like, I don't know why I keep my showing.
Do you want to go towards Bird?
Yeah, let's do that.
So
Like
like there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that impede her movement if she wants to move?
She can slip by you. You are only small,
Okay.
so
Okay, cool.
she can like leapfrog over your head if necessary to get past you,
Yeah, she's tall.
with the greatest possible respect, of course.
Excuse me.
Pardon me, boing.
I'll just duck down a little for you. You can just walk right over me.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right, Isha, you're up. You've got a ugly motherfucker in your face.
So Isha will, in response, with the roar that it does, he will also roar back and bonus action second wind.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh.
Yay.
And that'll be a
Goddamn
1d10
hit
plus
points.
2. And that is a solid 10 heal.
Ooh.
Oh, snap.
Nice.
How low?
And
How low
then-
were you?
You took me below half.
Shit, did I?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's fine. It's
Same.
fine. I'm good. I'm
I
great.
love this game so much.
Did you notice the like the faux like give a shit that I just Oh, did I
I
knock
want
it?
you to
Did I knock
attack
hit
me.
points
Come on.
off you?
You did.
No.
No.
That's
You
not
should
why
not
I'm
feel
here
bad.
at all.
And then I will take an attack with my longsword for my main action.
Are you doing that with two hands or one hand?
One hand.
Go.
And that was a 7 to hit.
That misses.
And then with just the bloodthirsty yell that Isha's still doing, he's going to action surge. And then attack again.
Go, baby.
This time with two hands.
Go get it.
And then that was a 13.
A 13 is its armor class, so it hits.
Okay.
Pizza, pizza.
So roll damage for the two-handed strike. It's a D10, yeah?
D10 plus 3.
Plus stuff.
And that would be 5. Yes. That'd be 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay, so the first time you just swing the sword, it hits the head and just basically stops. This thing just like turns and looks at you just to say, "What the fuck, dude?" And you're like, "No, no." Do it again. And you start to carve a little bit into where the eye started to deteriorate, drip out of its skull. It now knows you're there. Okay, end of your round. It goes to a bird. You are up. From the alcove.
Hello.
Hello there.
Yes. She saw Isha take a hit, and that really bothered her because he's been the one helping her out in some situations.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna come up right next to him here.
Just give me a ping so I know where to put him.
Oh, I thought I did. Like this
Oh,
one.
there. Sorry. Yeah.
No, you're okay. Yeah.
Go for it.
And she wants to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on that one to try and
Okay.
a wisdom save 13.
And these things laugh?
You're about to find
We'll
out.
find out.
With a tail.
You're about to fuck around and find out if these things can laugh. Right. Wisdom 13, did you say?
Yes.
You rolled a 4.
Yes.
Oh.
So it is
You've never
not-
really seen an insectoid of this nature start to chuckle. But if it could, like, lift the sides of its mouth into some sort of smile, because this is like a circular maw of just teeth. This is just a disgusting thing to look through or at. But it just starts to sort of like shake a little bit, and like a hissing noise comes out of the front of its face, and the teeth start to clack together in a little like clicking sound, and it's having the time of its life. What disadvantages does this creature now have?
Okay, so it is prone and incapacitated. It can roll at the end of each of its turn or whenever it takes damage.
Okay, to save for it, and then it's the same wisdom save
Yeah.
to save. Okay, cool. So it's
Yes.
prone,
Prone,
right?
incapacitated.
So
yeah.
any attack within melee range is at advantage. Any attack within without a melee range is at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. The target has advantage on the save if the save is triggered by damage.
Okay, so the next time it's hit, it gets advantage on that save.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Is that the end of your go?
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm staying there with him.
as this chitinous things, just shaking. Most of the sound is actually coming from the fact that the plates of its armored shell is just rubbing together. It's like a cricket noise, but it's just constant now. The other one is just sort of looking around as if to say, "What's happening? I don't understand this." In its own language. However, we go back to the top of the round, which is Finland. You're up.
Okay.
You have a
Villain sees that his friends are all fighting this other one, and he sees how much of a hard time they're having. So he's like, he needs to get this one focused back up. He sees the one turn. He doesn't know why he turned to look at the laughing one. He just thinks he's turning to like go after them. So he's like, come over here, big boy. And he's just gonna go straight for an unarmed strike.
Roll for attack.
You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna roll my d20.
God.
13 plus 6 is 19.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Okay. And then
It's a roll for attack.
6. 5 plus 4, 9.
9 points of damage. So you see this thing start to roil up as it turns back from its cackling friend in the opposite corner of the room, back at you. And as it comes forward to you, you just full on just punch it full in the face. The visage of this one is not, as I said, like the other one. This thing is dripping this black ichor that you've definitely seen before. And as your hand goes towards it, your hand goes through the front of that face. You've now carved a massive hole in the front of this thing, and it just rocks backwards. Kind of can't even stand up straight now, and it's now sort of like leaning to one side, but still coming towards you. That was a decent amount of damage you just did. Do you have anything else on your turn, or
Okay. No, I'm thinking about I'm gonna go all or nothing here.
you got a flurry of blows?
Yeah, I'm Fury of Blows, you know? Yeah.
Fury of blows.
Roll another d20. Or I forget. This has been.
Just make sure you mark off the key point that you're spending to do that.
Yes, of course.
As the action, and then you've got 2 more attacks as part of the flurry of blows.
Okay.
So roll 2 d20s, add your modifiers, and see if either of them hit.
Roll 2 d20s.
Yeah. So just roll
I
d20
always
for each
forget how it
attack.
works.
It's all right. We can talk you through it. It's fine.
16. Oh shoot.
First one
16.
hits. So roll a second d20 now for the second attack on the flurry.
No, they're both. I rolled 2 d20s.
Oh, you rolled a 16 on both.
Yeah, I literally 16.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. Yeah. So they both hit. So roll damage on those.
Oh yeah. Okay, so then I will one at a time for the. Okay, d6. 4 plus 4, 8.
Okay.
And then 4 plus 4, 8.
So 16. You found the target on your first punch, and you just keep going for that place, and you are now knocking a hole through its skull into its body, through that same hole. It started. So you've like reached organ now, possibly like stomach, as you go into this thing. As you pull out, this just black stuff just sprays all over you. And you get a very similar sort of sense to the when you were in the secret garden fighting the dryads. It's the same stuff that comes out of this thing. So it's now sticking to your hand in like a lacquer sort of thing, and it's like a layer of latex, like over your hand and on
like the material that I have in my
your
inventory,
face.
yeah.
Yes, that's the exact same stuff. It's looking rough, as you've now put a hole in it. A very decent hole. But that's the end of your turn. Okay, Elowen.
Yeah.
Here's what I would like to do, if possible.
Okay.
Because I don't know how this is going to work with him on the ground and incapacitated. Can I maneuver myself over, like, in front of this guy?
To like here?
Here-ish. I want to cast Thunder Wave at him and knock him back into that wall.
Okay.
Is that affected by him being prone or incapacitated?
What does Thunderwave say for the spell?
It says,
Is it a ranged attack?
it's from myself, a 15-foot cube originating from me.
Does it say ranged?
It's a saving throw, right?
Or is it a save?
It's a saving throw, yeah.
Oh, then the prone wouldn't come into it, so you wouldn't be
Right.
at disadvantage to roll for attack on
Yeah.
this.
There you go.
Perfect.
If
Then
I
I
just
would
need to roll
love.
the save, because thing is, I'm rolling at disadvantage for the save anyway because I'm baned.
Yes, you are.
It's almost as if you planned this.
What?
Me?
Me? No, but I would love to put myself so that my 15-foot cube is going to keep Isha and Bird obviously out of it, but I want to slam him back into that wall if I can, because he's going to go 10 feet back.
So you want to
directly
hit him
at
into here. So,
Yeah, the wall behind him. And
okay, so you were there. Well, you're gonna get tad if you. This is quite a confined space. I don't think there's a way you're going to be able to do this without causing
That's
your
bigger than I thought it was going to be.
other guys. I mean, they may save.
I didn't think it was going to be that big. In that case, I will pull out Dawn Song and run up on this mother, and I'm going to
Mother?
stab him while he's on the ground.
A good
Yes.
choice. A good choice. So you move forward. You want to be in front of Isha, just like there?
Yep.
Okay. So.
That's a nat 20 to hit
Damn.
The pulls out the sword.
on my new
On
dice.
the new sewing dice. So if the rest of you,
Story arc.
if the rest of you are paying any
Plus
attention,
4,
oh,
plus 4, so that's 24 hit.
yeah, we'll say that. We'll say that hits. You know, just
Yeah.
Maybe.
just for shits and giggles. Why not?
So that's 1d8 plus 2. That's an 8 on the damage die plus 2, so 10. So that's 20 points of damage. And then I have advantage on my next attack against him before the end of my next turn.
Yes, you do. Do you have a second attack on your turn?
Not yet. No, that's fine.
Unfortunately. Yeah, okay. So for those of you who are watching, once again, if you didn't see this on the deck of the ship, Elowin puts her hand into a tiny pouch on her side. A cupped silver scabbard apparates around her hand, and out comes a blade, thin and polished steel. It makes a ringing sound as it comes
Cup
forward.
looks like this. Got that design on it.
That's the very one.
It's just you're insane.
Had it ready, just in case.
In the same motion as her pulling the sword out, she quickly just ties her hair back, just hitches up her skirt at the front, and then enters into like a scorpion-like pose, lunges forward, and just plunges this thing straight into this creature's forehead. It goes right through the head and right back out. This gout of blood just unfortunately goes all over you as well. But this is more purple. This is not black.
Nope.
Pardon me.
It's springtime.
So as you pull out, this thing drops to the ground, and then it just starts to lurch back upwards very, very slowly. This is very, very hurt.
Okay.
Now it needs to do a save for the
Yes, it does.
advantage.
What was it again? Wisdom?
Wisdom 13.
But then minus a d4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With advantage, then minus d4.
Sorry about the coughing, guys.
You're fine.
Wrong, buddy. No problem.
He rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
With the Bane, it brings it down to a 17, so it still saves.
Yeah.
So the laughter
I help.
stops. It now shakes it off, and he just now just lit. He can now see the little clump of the three of you just sitting there going, "Okay." When it gets to my turn, it's on.
Sweet. And then I'm gonna, to end my turn, I'm gonna give advantage to Isha since he's standing next to me. or not advantage, give inspiration to Isha. So you've got a D6.
Okay,
Nice.
end of your turn. Tad, you're up.
All right. Tad, seeing that everyone's doing pretty well, but still a very intimidating situation, is going to pull both daggers out, and those paying attention would hear him whisper in a very deep voice, "Loshk," and the invisible daggers you'll start to see a small blue flame emanating from what he's holding. So
Hell
then
yes.
he's going to go right here, right behind. That's the wrong thing. There we go. Right behind the one that's still alive here. Just beeline, fly directly. Not beeline, get it? And then he is
What was
going to. And then he's going to take one stab with the dagger into its back.
Hell yes.
Hopefully with advantage because flanking things, if possible.
Because flanking things, yes.
Flanking things.
That is a 16 plus 7 for 23.
Yeah, okay.
And then dealing, let's see here. So it's dealing one, total of 6 piercing damage and 3 fire damage to this opponent.
Nice.
It did.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to use the light weapon property to make one more attack without any modifiers. So this is just straight.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Hello, 2024 handbook.
Let me read. No, not this one. This is the. This is just the.
It's
the
just
straight
it's
up,
just a light property.
like-
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, this isn't the mastery nonsense. Let me double check. Because is it the roll doesn't get a modifier or the damage doesn't get the modifier? I don't remember.
Oh,
Oh, that's a
that's a
good, point.
good question.
Note right there.
I have 4 screens around me. You'd think I'd be able to pull this up relatively quickly.
No, you're fine. I'm looking for the same. Oh man, I think. Okay. 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 Make attack with a light weapon you're holding in one hand. Use a bonus action with a different light melee weapon. So my other dagger in the other hand.
Yeah.
Don't add your ability modifier to the damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I just got there when you
Okay.
did.
Perfect. Amazing. So then that's still a +7, so that's an 18 to hit. And then this one does not get the additional. This is just 1 piercing damage or slashing? Piercing. Yeah, 1 piercing damage and 2 fire damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yes. Fuck yeah. Oh, I forgot sneak attack. Wait.
You don't need
Yeah,
it.
why not?
I
You don't
need
need
it.
Roll it. Roll
It's an
it.
extra
Roll
one.
it. Roll
I
it.
got it.
You
I
got
don't think you
advantage.
need it at this point, no.
It's an extra 1 point. So this is just him. So he sees a situation, takes out both daggers, whispers the trigger word, flies very quickly, and just so fast, just into the directly back of this insectoid monster, and just kind of slashes away behind as he sheathes his daggers in the same motion.
Nice.
Nice.
So very, very quickly flies over to the creature. Yeah, the two stab motions go directly into the same part of the forehead that Element had just plunged her sword into. She basically made you like a T for you to put your T, like a hole to put your T into,
Hell yeah.
and then you swing, bada, swing, and you carve round the eyes.
Ooh.
And then the sides of the face just fall away, just leaving like a stem in the middle that just drops into the ground. Dead. As
Blade
throws up in his
Bro,
mouth a little bit.
as Tad throws up in his mouth a little bit. Right, I'm going to leave the guy there, just because, so you know where he is. Right, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
A very good turn. Right, it is
Very
the
good turn.
remaining crawlers go now. Yeah, he's going to just keep going at Finland because he's kind of angry.
Yeah. Right. It's like a one-on-one fight going down here.
Yeah, this
Like,
is
yeah,
this is like me. Yeah, this is like
Finland's just covered in
one-on-one me,
black,
bro.
like-
One-on-one me, bro.
It's just like a, it's like a
play-
punching match back and forth.
Gotta
Like,
play
we're
it.
just hitting each other.
Keep him busy, Finn.
Okay. Okay,
You're doing
so he rolled a 12 on the bite attack, which I don't think hits you.
Nope.
Nope. Second one.
Like, ugh.
You
Chest
lucky
bump his
son of a
teeth
bitch. No, missed on both. In fact, no, the other one. Oh, actually, no, the other one was a Constitution save on your point, so you need to roll a DC
Yeah.
12 for me. Sorry, I didn't roll. I rolled for nothing then.
Practice.
Rolling practice.
19.
Yeah. So the tentacles just come out, and you just look at him and just grab them with your fist and hold them there, just
Woo,
staring
better.
it down in space. He's trying to get away, but you're just holding its things there right in front of your face. Right, that's the end of its go. Opal. In the very back of the space.
I want line of sight.
Okay.
Can I go to?
You're gonna have to move forward then in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 3 people, right? Yeah.
What's your movement speed?
Movement speed, probably. 25.
25. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Because I'm small.
Yeah, you can get down to say here, I'd say,
Okay.
without much issue.
Okay. So this guy is black. He's oozing black stuff.
More,
Not
th-
real
more,
happy
though,
about
more, so, more now than he was previously because he's now got holes in him
Okay.
that weren't there before.
It was like with all the black down his arm.
Halfling made holes. Yeah, this
Okay,
guy's
I
just
feel
like a
about that.
fire hydrant of just disgustingness.
I'm not real happy with that blackness. I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt.
You got a chaos bolt.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Never heard of it. so
I'm
I don't know
I'm,
what it
intri-
is.
I'm intrigued. I've never heard of this one either. This is fun.
Range attack 120. You hurl an undulating, warbling mass of chaotic energy at one creature in range.
Just the
Make a
wording
range
of that
attack
I adore. You hurl
What?
chaos at this
Yeah.
creature.
Chaos energy. Oh, gosh.
I love it.
And then on a hit, it takes 2d8 plus 1d6 damage, and then I roll a d8 to decide what type of damage.
What the fuck is this
the
spell?
Chaos
This is
Bolt.
dope. I'm looking at it right
This
now.
is a level.
so cool.
This is a level
Awesome.
1 spell.
It's a level 1 spell.
Well, please roll for it because I want to see what happens.
Yes. Yes.
Just the fact that you can
Gosh.
you can hurl chaos.
14. 14
Hits.
plus 5, so 19.
Definitely hits.
Okay. So,
My brain is going into overdrive now as to how I describe this thing. So please take your time.
I'm gonna make a note of that. That spell's
2d8
awesome.
plus 1d6
No, this is
damage.
dope.
Opal from way downtown.
From
Just
the parking lot.
Then 11 damage.
Kobe.
11
That
damage.
is
Nice.
And what kind of damage was it?
thunder damage.
Thunder damage.
Under damage.
Oh. Can you keep
Just a
this spell
thunder
like forever? Because my God in heaven. Okay. How do you want to do this?
Opal's really upset that this thing is oozing blackness. And she just reaches out her hand and shoots this like energy bolt at this guy, and a loud booming noise happens, and he just kind of explodes.
Right. So just to add a bit more flavour to it.
Right.
Um,
Got it.
Remember, Phelan's only on the tentacles.
You again, you reached out into your component pouch, but you pull out nothing. your hand's empty because within you the chaos is roiling around your system. This is something that you've done in the past and didn't even know you'd done it. So you just reach your hand forward and your hand starts to crackle with a purple-pink sort of magical energy that starts to wrap around your fingers. It shoots out about 10 feet, but then you suck it back and then push it forward again. As you push it forward again, a thundercloud emanates from where your hand is and shoots forward like a tether, wrapping round it, and then the electrical energy just fries it to pieces and as it drops into a pile of ash.
Nice.
As you stand back and just sort of like just wave your hand a bit because it kind of hurt. It's like pins and needles sort of thing, you know. And you... Yeah, they're dead. You absolutely bodied these two.
Oh my god.
Absolutely bodied these two. Right, let me just
I'm a
change
little worried
the
there for a
music.
minute. I'm not gonna lie.
Finn is
Oh,
like
you
going
were
to Opal with a
fine.
thumbs up. Heck yeah! Like I'm like.
Absolutely fine. Right, let's go back to...
This is where the third bigger worm comes out of the hole.
Oh, you're my PS.
We're fine. We got it.
Sorry, 2 seconds, guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
Perfect mug.
Nice.
Right, until I find another piece of music to play, I'm just going to keep it just very low to start off with. Right, so you're now in the space. You have 2 dead creatures in front of you. What would you like to do?
Finland points to everybody like, okay, guys, this one was leaking black stuff like in the previous place we were at. So I don't know what, like stuff that I put away the latex that was covering Tad. So I don't know what this means.
And
It's a long way away.
I was gonna say we're a whole boat ride away from where that was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you need evidence, it's all over my arm.
No, it's very, very visible.
We collect some of
We
this
should
one
collect
too.
some for the captain guy, right?
Is this stuff
Yeah,
more liquid than the previous stuff? Because I have the latex stuff that was on Tab, but is this stuff more liquidy or is it like the latex stuff? Still?
As this hit you, it immediately turned into the latex type of...
Okay, so now I got more material of that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
still attached to you, by the way.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Is there like the goo that Bird and Opal had collected from the trees before, or just that?
The initial spray that hit Finland is immediately changed his latex structure. The rest of the oil substance that came out of the creature when it fell on the ground has remained in the liquid form.
So that means Finland would notice that, hey, the guys, this stuff's solid on me, but it's still like watery down here. I don't know what that means. Like on contact with humanoids, it solidifies. I'm not entirely sure.
Or just if it's inside.
As I
it's
try to pull it off.
Which sounds terrible.
Yep, make a strength check.
Strength check.
Mm-hmm.
10 plus 2, 12. Is that only just 12? Yeah, just strength, right? Yeah, 12.
12. Takes you a little bit, and it starts to snap back at you eventually, but you do eventually just get that rip that will open it up, and it will take it off your hand. So it's not a perfect like carbon copy of your hand or anything. It's just a piece now of just flappy latex, whatever this black
It's
stuff
like a
is.
glove.
Yeah.
My arm here.
Bird wants to go check out that corner where that one, the corrupted one, came from.
Yeah, likewise.
Okie dokie.
Investigate that little.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Finn's like pointing down, like, guys, I need to check this out. I mean,
Yeah.
nowhere near smart as Bird and Opal, and
Isha has a water skin, and he'd like to try and collect some of the liquid in the water skin.
Which is very easily done.
Opal's gonna stop Isha from putting it in his water skin and hand him a vial.
Even better.
in bed.
No.
Don't ruin your water skin. Here.
Okay, so
So-
you
We
now
don't
you now
drink some
have
blood.
another vial of this dark liquid. For those of you who wanted to investigate around the corner from where this second creature emerged, please roll an investigation check. Who's going there? Is this Bird and Tad?
I am.
So you're coming around here.
At a 14.
That's a natural 20
Yeah.
for a total of 24.
24.
I got a 14.
He's
You got a
everything.
14. Okay, so
She's like, I got 14.
specifically in this corner, there isn't really much to see. Is it? I mean, what specifically were you looking for? Were you looking for like a place where it appeared from, or like something it was hiding in, or what?
For me, I was looking as like, hey, this is like the corrupted monster came from this corner kind of vibe. So I'm going to look for evidence of either whether there's bodies there, whether there is like remains of things that it has killed, or any kind of like corrupting
The trail of the
entity.
black goo.
Okay.
Right, exactly. Is this like where they
Yeah.
came from, or is it like, yeah?
All right. Right. What you see? Well, first of all, I'll do Shelby with a 14. You see. Actually, make a. Both of you make a nature check for me.
Ooh.
11.
11. Okay.
15.
15. Tad turns around to you and tells you what these things actually are. These things are known as carrion crawlers. The way you denote normally that you have an infestation of carrion crawlers, or carrion crawlers are within the space that you're in, is their caviar is putrefaction. They eat dead things. So you will probably find that the area around where they are is relatively clean. There won't be many body parts left. There won't be much viscera around. There will probably be very little bone around. But they will probably leave other things. And what you do notice when you walk around that corner is you have rags of clothing. Not necessarily just normal clothing. You can with a 14, you can also see that as you've met some of the people upstairs already, there are a couple of naval uniforms down here that are also torn to rags and shreds in this area. You also see some tarnished short swords and daggers that you may have denoted have been down here for quite a while. However, the keen-eyed fairy with a 24, you dig a little deeper within this, and beneath like a layer of, you hope it's dust, but you probably know it's not dust. These are like old sloughed off skin cells that have been there for, which I suppose is dust anyway. But
All right.
you know, I know I don't need to describe it so well. I just enjoy it. All right. Okay, you find 40 silver pieces.
Shit. Okay, damn.
Dang.
Fuck.
You found 14 copper pieces. You also find as you dig a little deeper, round the corner, sort of round here, if I can ping it, if you're still looking at the screen.
Yep.
As you just if you dip round the corner down there, you see a small, round-bottomed flask with a little stopper that was hidden under a pile of like mouldy leaves. The liquid inside is yellow, and it spins just on its own inside the bottle with some black flecks just whipping round it. And
Okay.
the last thing you
know-
find with the 24, just one sec,
Yeah.
is you find a perfect circular pearl.
Amazing.
Dang.
Okay.
Does
I didn't
Bird
say, like,
see him?
Yeah, sorry,
find-
Miami with the sunglasses.
Well, make a perception check.
Okay.
And Tad, you can make a deception check if you wish,
Little
or sleight of hand.
Can I do like a little sleight of hand moment?
Yeah, sleight of hand.
Yeah.
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 Sleight of hand would be definitely for your style.
24.
Yeah.
What do you roll for perception?
I don't see shit.
I
rolled
don't
nine.
see shit. Comb the
Yeah, just
carrion crawler cave.
Yeah.
Right. Carrying on with the 24 investigation check that you rolled, you wide-eyed swine, you. But I'm very happy you actually did this. Oh, so no. Going back to the previous one, you also find you start to investigate the naval officer's uniforms that are left. It's like ragged clothing. There is like a relatively intact pair of pantaloons left, and the belt that whoever this person was wearing is still there. You find a black leather belt that has dagger sheaths in it.
Oh. Okay.
And then moving forward with the 24 check, you go further down to the very bottom corner where you're still looking for like a place where some corruption has come up from. And you, as your hands moving forward, your hand stops to something very hard. You tap on it and it sounds like wood. You found a chest.
Okay. Oh shit. That I will call everyone over.
Okay.
Hey, I think I found a chest. And I'll
Nice.
already get into
Oh, cool.
trying to open it, or if it's locked, I'll try to
Do
pick
we
the
need to
lock.
pull it out? Or
Do you want to move
Or is
it?
it buried?
It's not buried. No, it was buried under whatever it was covered over with.
Right.
But it's
Okay.
now like freestanding within the space once you move
Oh.
the detritus off it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
Then it's like, Tad, I don't want to be.
Do you want to
like,
bring it out
very,
into the space, or do you want to leave it in the alcove where you are?
I'll leave it in the little alcove.
Okay.
I call people
Like-
over.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to be cliche, but it might not be a chest. Just saying.
Let's find
I
out.
had bad experiences with chests a lot.
All right. So is it locked? Can I open it?
You put your hand forward and trying to lift it, and it's locked.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll.
So roll
If that's okay.
A lockpick. Yeah, go for it.
Yes. Okay. It's Dex plus proficiency, right? Is
Uh-huh.
all it is
Yeah,
for lockpicking tools.
That's the Thieves' Tools one, yeah.
Measure?
So +7. It's another nat 20.
Let's go.
It's another nat 20.
He's so mad.
Treasure!
Rogue's doing rogue shit, man.
He doesn't even need the needle. He just flicks the lock
These
and opens.
colds.
There it is.
This cold virus is doing you favors, my friend.
Yeah.
All
Over
right.
27 total.
Okay, 27. Good grief! It's difficult. It's difficult to count to 27 on a Saturday night in the UK. Right. Okay. So you found a chest. You unlocked that chest with a 27 because the DC was only 15. All right. Inside this chest, you find a substantial amount of gold.
Ooh.
With a quick count,
Nice.
you find 326 gold pieces.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
You also find
What was that doing down here?
Yeah.
You don't know.
All right, never mind. Sorry.
Those worms.
You also find a piece of parchment in a
I
corked
gotta shut
bottle.
Ooh.
In a bottle.
A piece of parchment
Message in
wrapped
a
up
bottle?
in a corked bottle.
I
And you
mean,
also
okay.
find, because your rolls are ridiculous, a torn piece of dark fabric. And I'm going to have to switch back to the other screen now so I can show you what this is.
Oh, snap.
Oh no.
As we transition, and it works.
Yep.
God damn it.
One piece of black fabric.
Okay, so let's see if I can get this right. Take you away, take you away. Right, so this is what you see on the piece of fabric. You'll have to look at the game screen in order to see it because it's
Yeah, I'm
back
pulling
on
it
there.
The
So the
You're
symbol
on
is
Twitch.
underneath me.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
All right. So that's what you see on the piece of fabric.
Oh my God.
So
Okay.
early.
Finding things.
Finally,
Oh, fuck. Okay.
27.
What else?
As you lift the chest away now to pull it closer to you when you opened it, you actually do lift a little piece of the rock wall away with you behind it, and you see that there is a chasm of space beyond the back of this wall. You can immediately smell seawater.
Oh.
Now that makes sense. There you go. Now it makes sense.
Found a way out, I think.
If you remember when you first arrived on this island, when you were walking up the side where all the guards were, you looked down to the right and you saw a coved beach.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh,
Got it.
dang.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
We all
I saw Bree nodding it. I have this in my notes.
Our
It's going in our shared notes.
It is in the Thesaurus. Thesaurus? That's wrong. That's completely wrong.
That's all.
Oh god, I've got laptop and computer going. I keep touching the wrong mouse. Right.
Too many ways.
So I'll bring you back. So I can send you that image that I showed you there privately on Discord.
I drew it. I got it.
You already drawn it. Fine.
Yeah. 3 of us drew it.
If you'd
Yeah,
like to
we got
make
it.
any
I'll
sort
draw
of
it in,
like,
I'll draw it on my
if
digital art.
if anybody wants to make an
I'll print it
intelligence
out. Mine will
check,
come out like a stick, man.
if anyone wants to make any sort of
I know.
intelligence or history check to see if you recognise
Yeah.
what this is, by all means.
I would like to, because I thought it was
Yes.
Steve's hand at first, but it's not.
Yes,
Intelligence.
yes.
I think
history.
all of us want to.
I will roll a history check.
I'll let
I'm
y'all.
good
because
at
I have
history,
+0 in
too.
both of them.
Go for it.
I suck at
I'm
both.
good
I've
at
done a lot
history.
of reading.
I'm just going to give Opal advantage.
23.
It's wrong.
23.
Oh, Jesus.
23.
Oh.
17 plus
Whoa,
5.
no way, Isha.
22.
22
I
or
rolled
23.
20.
What about... So 23,
I'll let you
22,
handle it.
20.
Yeah.
Tad, did you roll as well?
I was just giving Opal advantage. I was just giving.
Oh, you gave her advantage. Okay.
Action.
All right.
Let's see if I get higher.
Oh, have you not rolled twice?
25.
Yeah.
So I got a
25.
net 20. Thank you.
Let's
Thank you.
go. You're
So,
welcome.
Isha and Elowin, you with 20 and a 23, you... Ideas and mutterings and murmurings have come to your consciousness about a clandestine group of mercenaries who are doing bad and naughty things in the local areas. But you don't know anything about what they're called. However, with Opal with a 25, which was the DC, on that advantage roll, you know that this symbol is from a group called, well, they called themselves the Blind. They are a mercenary group. You don't know where they operate from, but you do know that they are starting to gain traction within Cliffspear.
Did we lose Tom?
Sure.
I see
Has,
Tom.
has he paused?
Oh, he
my-
hasn't moved though.
My thing is showing failed to start camera, and like asking to try again.
He's not moving.
No, he's not
I
moving.
thought he was just being very still.
Let me have a look at my thing.
Yeah, I think we lost Tom.
Yeah, it's just sort of it's just sort of pause. I can't do anything on Discord or on OBS to bring him back.
Stoic.
Hopefully, he's realizing he's trying to reset things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully. maybe someone ping him in Discord just to see if he knows what's going on.
Yeah. I'll send him a message real quick.
Cool. emo Jamie just said very stoic.
Oh, there you
Oh, he's resetting. Here he comes. There he comes. There he is.
Sorry,
There he moves.
go. Yay!
the blue screen is I don't know. Sorry.
He blinked. He's
That's all right,
He's
dude.
back.
He's all right. He's alive. He's alive. Right. So, I forgot where we were, but yeah, you begin.
So
Oh yeah, the
we have
blind.
a way.
The blind.
The blind.
And so I'm gonna open up that message in a bottle, for sure. Just
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
pump that out.
Okay.
Oh wait.
It's cursed.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
that's terrifying.
No.
It's just
No.
It's just.
No, you did it.
It's done.
I just need to get to the appropriate part of my notes. That's all. Right.
the
What
iron
you
flask.
see? Keep your eye on the game screen on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
You see this. No, you don't. You see that?
I saw it. Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh, little treasure map.
A map.
Do I recognize this?
But
This is the
That's the
first.
symbol.
This is the first thing that I drew on Procreate when I got my new iPad.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Take a screenshot.
So
Do I
again,
recognize this from the map books?
roll an intelligence check.
This is why you asked earlier. I see you. I see what you're doing.
Aha.
Nat
Mhm.
20 plus 3.
God damn it!
Jesus Christ.
You guys are just testing me out
don't you
tonight.
guys me? I'm rolling like shit.
you don't have to be amazed. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
There you
oh! That came from Shelby's soul.
I've got
Don't you guys me?
Fun.
Yeah.
Natural 20. Natural 20. You know exactly where this is. In fact, I'm going to show you
Guys,
because
I recognize this.
I'm going to show you because why not? So this
Things.
is the map of Cliffspear.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have currently been to Solitary, which is the island at the top left,
And West Point.
and West Point, which
Okay.
is the area down there where the ship is.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if I bring you the by the way, the bit to the side where the land stops, that's actually outer space.
Right.
go.
Right.
Wow.
That's where the
One
yeah,
of the
that's
cracks.
where the land stops. The sea just runs over the edge and just disintegrates into the vacuum space. Right. So I'll bring up the image now again. With a natural 20, I can tell you where this is without having to go through a lengthy process of I think I recognise what this is. This is Shanty Isle, where the red X is.
Okay.
Okay.
If I bring the map up again, you'll be able to see it. It's just above Minstrel Cay. It's not the same shape, because I tried to get it as close as I could.
Yeah.
But that's where X marks the spot. So so X marks the spot on Shanty Isle.
Okay.
All right.
Did Tad see that on those maps too?
No.
Well, I'm going to tell everyone.
No, that when Tad
as-
was
For,
going.
like underwear, he didn't look for maps.
No,
When-
he
no, no,
wasn't.
no,
He
when
he
Tad-
wasn't looking through tomes.
Wait. When Tad was in there, though, he specifically saw charted
I
maps,
did.
and he said something to her
In the
about
shipping route.
Shanty Isle, and that's when she kicked him out.
He did.
She makes a lot of trips to Shanty Isle.
Yes.
That's
so
right.
yes. So you would have
No.
seen that. Yes.
No.
'Cause I was looking at her,
thank you,
chart.
No
It
True
wasn't the
Public.
map, it was
Don't
the
use
actual
the words,
logs.
Jordan.
Take my job very seriously with the war.
Clearly. Right. So let me get my screens back where I need to get them.
Amazing. Okay.
Technical question. We can have those maps now. Later.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You're gonna-
I will
Thank you.
I will
And
send that through to you.
Opal,
That is because
Opal would have the context, right? Tad would have seen the island, but Opal's the one that has the context for where it is in the.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that they need to put
Yeah.
those
Okay.
together. Okay.
But Tad
Cool.
Tad also knows that
What are you doing?
that Hylia makes regular trips to this island anyway.
Mm-hmm.
She gave me 2 map books to look through for 5 days.
Yeah.
and
So
I looked through them.
yeah, you've pretty much probably committed this information to relative memory. with
Yeah.
your artificer
Like-
background, you've probably got somewhere close to like an eidetic memory, I would imagine. Right, so you found some stuff. Just as a matter of interest, on the do you turn the page over?
Yeah.
So that was a little
Of
bit
course.
little bit of a hint.
A leading question if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Look, if
Leading
that's
the
that,
witness,
then
Your
I'm
Honor,
looking-
leading the witness.
For sure.
On the reverse side of the parchment, there is a sentence written in red ink. The sentence says, "Extinguish 4 from magnet, then right, comma, to illuminate the path with light."
Extinguish 4.
From magnet, then right, to illuminate the path with light. You got that down?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so now with your by the way, Tad, have you disseminated the information from what you found within the chest to the rest of the group, or?
Totally. The only thing I kept to myself was the pearl. Everything else, everything involving the chest, is the whole party. I added the 325 gold to my own, but that'll just be like party fund gold that we can figure out and keep track of later.
Okay.
But yeah, I say that 300 gold will be party fund. Y'all don't know how much is there.
I will remember this.
This chest is crazy to find down here, right?
Elwyn will remember this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it just washed up through the cove there and then kind of made its way in,
Did the
but
wall? Did it look like the rocks or whatever into our side of it had been replaced? Like could be removed and replaced easily?
Like it's just like a pirate, like
With your
old.
19 eagle eye vision, I would say that yes, this looks like something that has been replaced and taken down on several occasions.
Like used and reused. That's their secret entrance
Yeah.
into this.
Yeah, this
Okay.
this also may have been well, you can denote that this may have been the way that they got these creatures within this cave.
Right.
As the
Yeah.
tunnels that you came through to land into this particular
Way too
chamber
small.
are too narrow.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So-
I'm also-
whomever put these here,
So if we've been talking, assuming we've been sharing the information the last little bit, Elwyn's gonna kind of look at that hole out to the another hole out to the beach and say, I think we might have accidentally found a mercenary hideout that we should probably think about not staying in for very long if we're taking their loot and their monsters with us.
I'm gonna
Just
be
a
honest.
thought.
I think they might be dead. And I'm gonna pull out the belt with like the dagger sheaths and some like leather pants and just like I don't know if they made it.
Hear me out. We were sent in here to find out what was taking the food stores from the Navy. Were they put here on purpose by these guys?
Like to
To
kill
have
us and get
to-
rid of us?
Like to
No, I'm sorry. No, not that.
weaken the Navy
Yeah.
and weaken the fort.
Oh,
And protect
Sure.
their little hidey hole.
We should still seal
We
this
should-
hole so they can't use
I-
it.
We should leave. We
I
should.
think, I
let-
think they're. I think they might know more than what's going on because this seems a little too coincidental. Like food getting, but they can't handle it. We get sent down, and then we follow a path down here, and we almost get killed by these giant things.
I mean, he
I mean,
said
the
he
food
sent
was
some
the
people
rats.
down here. Yeah, he sent some people down here, but the admiral's not going to come check out food being stolen. Even
Yeah.
after one or two people gets taken away, he's going to send us. or
Yeah.
the next person up the food chain. Pun intended. I was gonna say too, while they were starting their exploration, I was gonna grab Isha and get some like fabric, like canvas, out of my sack, and collect like proof that we killed these monsters to take back up to the admiral.
Okay, so
If
what,
you
what are
should
you what are you
make, like, a
removing?
bag.
How big are the heads?
I don't really
At
want to touch it, so that's an Isha question.
How big are the heads?
How big are the heads?
Large.
Like opal size, or bigger than
Well,
opal?
the entire size of opal. Yes, I would imagine. Yeah, they're about. I'd say the heads are these things are large creatures. So the head all the way across is probably around. I don't know, maybe probably like 5 feet across.
What?
Yeah, these things are disgustingly huge.
Can Finland just
Bigger
rip
than
off
me.
the head off one of them, or have, because he did punch like one of them like all like pretty deeply, so it's like
If
it
you-
should already be. And then obviously Opal.
If you want
I
to
would-
carry a decaying insectoid head around with you, then by all means.
In canvas, and like burlap.
in
In
a style
I
in a
can wrap
stylish bag. Sure.
Yeah.
We can also do the one that
I'm
isn't
already
looking
covered in
decay.
junk, so I might as well keep.
Isn't that
keep
that
keep-
one like unrecognizable though now? Because Finn
Yeah,
punched
he
his face.
kind of punched a hole through
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I
It
kind of
takes a
incinerated
tea.
it.
The one
Yeah,
that
I
I
was
was the one that
near.
blew it up from the inside out with some chaotic magic. That
Just
was
take the
awesome.
one that I killed. Just here.
Well, I was trying to just do this, the two of us, just while everybody was looking, so
Yeah.
it wasn't a whole
Yeah, yeah.
thing,
While
and
you
now
guys
it's a
are
whole big
doing
thing.
that,
That's okay.
That's fair.
I was just gonna hand it to Isha and just be like, take what you want. I don't want to touch it, but we need something to prove that these things were here. And this one is fresh enough that we can say, look, it was us that killed it,
Trash.
versus the
I'm assuming.
trash.
It's still.
I'm assuming one of the legs is much
Yeah.
smaller, so I'll just take my longsword and just like slice off a leg, like one
And
of the
then
front
we'll
legs.
be like, hey, Admiral Cool Dude, you can go and see for yourself if you really, really want to crawl through that teeny tiny hole. But we did bring proof.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Right?
Isha wants to take like one of the front mandibles, like front legs or something. Just
Yeah.
like slice it off and put it in
Relatively,
that
with
sack and-
with your longsword and fighter skills, you can very easily remove one of these legs from it. So mark down you have a carrion crawler leg in your inventory.
Sure.
Cool.
Should
'Cause then we
we
can-
head back upstairs?
We could go through the hole and then close it behind us. Does anybody have anything that can make Brock do what you want it to do?
Like move Earth.
I do not have
No.
enough to move a bird.
I'm pretty tapped. Ow.
Let me see.
I can send a message,
To the wall.
but I think we're too far away from anybody.
Well, how much is exposed to the alcove to the outside, the beach?
And my stuff is just like visual, like
The
Yeah.
fake
well,
stuff.
you can only just see through a hole that's probably about, I'd say, 6 inches wide.
Oh,
Oh.
we're fine then, right?
Can I like just punch a
can-
hole in the wall?
I mean, they're not
we
gonna.
can always tell the
Yeah.
like
I'm
that
not worried about closing it back up, to be honest.
No. Let's just.
go.
Like Isha, throw me. Like upsies.
Fade into the
Don't-
void.
We
Don't
can at
tell
least
the elf.
them that we can tell
Yeah.
them in the
Don't
code
tell
that
the
they
elf.
have access. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody got what you wanted. We got the sample we wanted. We got the proof we wanted. We got some money and some cool treasure map stuff.
Let's
Wait.
hit it.
yeah,
Let's go get our passage tickets to Or's dance. It feels really anticlimactic after gold and treasure boxes and stuff. But like, it's not fucking bad.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Wait,
why did you do that?
what?
What the hell?
What?
iPad thing.
What?
Oh, it's the iPad
Too hard
thing.
to-
Oh, you fancy pants,
Oh.
rich folk.
Yeah, they have the iPad stuff that does that.
That's
You
so
fancy
funny.
pants,
It's
rich
automatically
folk.
turned on.
This is a Discord thing I didn't know
It's
about.
a work
What?
instead.
Oh.
So
Okay.
will we leave and
That's
go back up? Got
What the
balloons?
Interesting choice. That's wild.
Sorry, we're
Wow.
done.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
That's insane.
Never have a whole party with ADHD is what we're learning today.
Okay, so
What
are
do you
you guys
mean? I have
making
no
your way
doubt.
back out the way you came?
Yes.
So back out of the tunnels.
Okay.
Okay, so we go back out the way we
Across
came.
that chasm with this pointy sticks.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I put wood down so we could easily like walk.
True.
Yeah.
Do we want to explore that other pathway? 'Cause remember we peeled off because this one was like the putrid smelling. Do we want to just check?
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
go with you, Tad.
Yes.
We should check. We should definitely check for at least one of those worms.
One of the worms are like more rats, you know,
Yeah, we gotta clear it
Yeah,
out.
just to make sure.
just to.
Can you unwing the sound on your wings and just
Yes.
peep for us
Yes.
in case there is
I'm gonna
another
just
one of those things?
tuck my wings and then just hover and just go.
Do you have dark vision?
No.
No.
No. No.
I see nothing, guys. like
So you
Word that he
just
doesn't
hear.
have
He's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna walk with Tad.
Okay.
Guys, I'm
Go
gonna
for it.
attempt to sneak.
You attempt to sneak. Okay, roll a stealth check for me.
A dirty 20.
Okay.
Nice.
With your small stature, you do believe that you are being very, very quiet.
Okay, so I've got dark vision. I don't know how far my dark 60 feet probably.
Yeah, that's usually the
I
standing.
think so.
Yeah, 60 feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the path that you didn't travel down.
hmm
Okay. All you see is tunnel. You don't really see any sort of breaks. You see a curve at the end of a roundabout 60 feet away from you that goes round to what you believe joins onto the tunnel that you broke off from this. But there's nothing really special about the rest of this tunnel.
Okay, so it would like curve around back to where we
Yeah.
started type
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
So this is like just a loop that doesn't really go anywhere.
Roundabout.
Yeah, a roundabout's a good way to describe it.
Okay.
Are we good?
I'm gonna go back. Okay, I don't think
Yeah.
anything's down here.
Nah, we're good.
Okay.
I think we did our job, guys. Let's try to get our
Let's get-
passage back.
Get back to the Admiral.
Okay, so
Mhm.
with your collective intelligence, you can pretty much decipher your way back through this tunnel system, back into the cellar that you first started this little jaunt, where you killed those rats, and you go back, making your way back up the stairs into the main audience chamber within Fort Solitary, and that is where we're going to go for our little break.
Awesome.
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 Well done killing those creatures, guys.
Jesus.
I honestly thought
did
I
it!
honestly thought they were going to be posing a little more of a problem with you, but you absolutely bodied them. So
I got worried
yeah.
for
I may
another
need
game.
to rethink my strategy with you people.
No. We just
I mean,
rolled really good.
No.
Half my health, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take
know.
about
We
Yeah,
haven't
but
even
it's-
leveled up yet. We're so cool.
5. Okay, take about 5 minutes. Make sure to mute your mics, guys, and we will be back very shortly with the new waiting screen that Bree designed. We'll see you soon. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
I know.
Hi.
We have it on. We have it on.
Hello.
We were just informed that was Bree's first ever nat 20. So
You're joking.
it's a very, very big deal.
Well, cheers.
Very
Well,
exciting
moment.
cheers to that.
Yeah.
With my special
You
blade.
told us before.
First nat
Well,
20
I
with
was just
Dawn song
excited
as
that-
well. Oh.
Yeah, I was excited that the Dawn Song storyline was paying off. The Dice Gods really had my back today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is
Sorry,
a
it was late. I
very
was,
cool
making
sword.
it details for my fun.
You're
Yeah.
fine, bud. We were all chilling.
Hi, Jamie.
I'm so happy Jamie's here.
I
Oh,
know.
I have not seen
Me
Jamie in a
too.
long
Well-
time. Okay, guys, we ready to go?
Ready.
Yes, sir.
Role play.
Heads up, I feel like trash, so I'm working my way through it, but we're doing it. We're
I'm
Think some more cultists.
doing it. I did
Take
on
it
the
away,
break.
Joe.
I'm
We'll
probably
see.
not going to push it too. I know
Yeah.
we've not played for a bit, but I'm probably not going to push it too late tonight because I know that Jacob was ill. I'm also not feeling great. So
I'm down to clown. I just wanted to give a heads up that that's
yeah,
where
yeah. No,
I'm
we're
at
going to
physically,
do a decent
so.
session, but it's not going to go ridiculous. Like I'm not going to like tag on a couple of hours at the
Right.
end
Perfect.
because I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
4 hours is probably going to be my max, but we'll see where we get to. Right, so you make your way back through the tunnel system. You come back into the cellar. You see the remnants of the rats that you dispatched. And as you start to come up the stairs into the main audience chamber, you can see that there are several of the Concerto Naval Guard assembled within this chamber. What you see when you walk up, because you walked to this to go down into the cellar, is you see a large space ahead of you with suits of armor emblazoned on plinths by the walls. They all hold shields, and on those shields there are different insignia of what you believe to be the different flags of ships that sail within this navy. These suits of armor are armed, and they have long swords or even great swords within them. As you go around, you see in front of those, there's 3 sets of armor in front of you as you come up the stairs, and there are 6 naval guard standing at ease, but sort of, they're still very present in the room. I hate eating on camera.
I'm just trying to like hide.
You do it every week though. It's fine. We all know.
I know.
And
It's a long
I
session,
always
we
get
gotta
jealous.
eat.
It's ramen as well.
I know. It's been the past. It's been history. Sorry. Continue.
It's okay.
Yeah.
As you come back up again, further into the space now, so you can see more to the left and the right of the entrance down to the cellar. There are 3 guards to your left and 3 guards to your right. And to your right, into the middle of the space and right, there is a large desk, which is at least, I'd say, 7 feet from front to back. It's a big old chunk of wood. That's been carved out of it. It looks almost like driftwood that's been sort of like fashioned together to create this huge desk, almost like several bows of small vessels, like schooners or rowboats, have been like carved together to make this huge desk. And behind it sits the familiar visage of the grey-skinned half-giant, Admiral Rackham. He sort of sits back in the chair rather comfortably, hands clasped on the table before him, with a wry, like only he can do because he's basically Sean Connery. It's weird also that Harrison Ford has the same trait on his face. One side of his face can be smiley when the other's not. So he has a like cracked half smile, if you know what I mean, to one side of his face as he sees you reappear back into the space. He just looks you all up and down, very slowly, and just says, "So, What did you find?
It was so
Rats.
gross.
It was real gross.
Huge bug face guys. It was gross. Isha, you
And
want to give
rats.
him the
You have,
and
you have
so
rats.
many
You have
rats.
rats.
You have a lot of rats here.
you might need to call an exterminator.
Well, I thought
Isha,
it might
while
be
they're-
rats.
Well,
But-
But also
everyone's
carrion
talking
crawlers.
about
So
Oh yeah, there was also 2 gigantic carrion crawlers.
Yeah, the big things with bug faces, like I said.
Do you actually have one of the?
Big
Did you take one of the heads or not? I forget.
leg. The
You
leg.
took
You
the
took
leg.
the
the
leg.
leg. You took a leg.
the leg.
I was just gonna see like just
I
look.
wanted the head, but it was too
Yeah,
big.
and it has giant on the back of it, you know.
I was just gonna like lean
Twice
into
my
the
size.
side and just see like a massive head hanging off your belt or something. So it's like, no. Right. So he looks again. Well, we thought the problem might be rats, yes, but
You weren't wrong.
giant bugs.
I didn't care.
They were
Pulling on
further
Isha's-
down.
Tad called them. What were they, Tad?
carrion crawlers.
Carrion crawlers.
Carrion
bite.
crawlers.
There
Big
might be
yellow.
Pulling
like
on
a-
Isha
Do you
to
have any
hide
sort?
them.
Do you have any sort of evidence to show me as to what these things look like?
Of course.
And
Isha?
that's Isha just unwraps this giant mandible leg thing. I'm assuming it takes like 2 hands to hold it up.
Oh yeah, it's a big old leg.
The heads
have
were
like
too big
photos.
to get back. We did think about the head at first, but it was too big to go through the tunnel.
So Rackham
But it's
just
still there.
Rackham just leans forward and just opens his hand and puts his elbow on the table as if to say, "Can you like, let's take a
Ew.
look."
Isha walks over and just delicately puts the leg in his hand.
So he grips the thing and turns it around and has a look. And he starts to look round, not at you guys, but of the officers on the left and right of the room that are at the sides of you guys. He slams the leg onto the table with like a very satisfying squelch. Just as Ica just like shoots over both sides of the desk. And he just says to his crew, "Would anyone like to explain themselves here? Rats I can understand, but what the fuck are these things?"
Yeah,
There were
I think
also
that-
naval
Like-
uniforms.
Isha notices and openly gives Opal a chance to talk.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
I can't even hear that.
You're actually whispering.
Should we tell? Yeah, I'm whispering to Isha. Should we tell him about the blind?
I think we should tell him about the Icker first and see
Okay.
what he knows about that.
Okay.
And I will
Also-
also put the vial of Icker on the table and saying that the crawlers also bled this.
Okay. As you put the vial of
Thank you.
Icar, as you put the vial of Icar on the table, and Rackham sees that for the first time, make a perception check.
Absolutely. 5.
Element, where are you stood at this point?
In the front.
Inspiration.
Oh, you
You
do. You
do
do. You
have
have a dice. You have a dice.
I was up in the front telling our story
All right.
with all my charisma. Just
That
in
is
case.
11.
You roll a 6.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6 on the inspiration.
You're doing great.
As the vial lands on the table in front of Rackham, you see one of his eyes just twitch slightly.
You seen that before? We have. We saw it before.
I've
Where
never,
did you see it before? Was it here? We
I've
saw
never
it
seen this before in
not
my
here.
life.
I would like to make an insight check.
Do
Yes.
it. Do it,
Uniforms.
madam. Do it.
Uniforms. Guys, the uniforms.
That would be a nat 20
Yeah.
plus 3.
Oh shit!
Oh, y'all are clowning
I'm
You
a
now.
can
dad.
keep
I had the
nothing
same
from
thoughts
me,
earlier.
Rackham.
Now
I
they
see
just confirmed it
everything.
now.
Y'all are clowning
I
on
see
him
through
now.
time. I'm 40 now. I can do what I want.
Life starts at
Whole new
40.
Right?
Um,
Right?
20 what? 23?
23.
23.
No, 24 total.
Jesus.
You
I
can
rolled an 11.
you
Don't go
see
five. I'm so proud of
the twitch in his eye was a definite recognition that he knows exactly what this is. And as you stare at him a little further, you notice that even in your minuscule form, you're starting to put some definite pressure on this guy. He starts to just back up in his chair a little bit. And one of his hands goes very calmly, just down towards his leg into his pocket. He just looks at you, Eloin, and just says, "Of course I've seen this before, but you don't know where. If you
No,
try,
that's why I asked.
well, I mean, I want to make this so easy for you. If you want to find out, then search." And he throws his hand forward. As he throws his hands forward, you just see this dome of darkness appear in front of you. Absolutely
Isha
pitch
instinctively jumps in
black.
front of Eloin.
Okay? Pitch dark the entire time. And then you just hear a very faint... We got Tom back.
Yeah, he just flickered.
So there is now a 15-foot sphere of absolute pitch black darkness in front of you. The other naval guard are pulling the swords, and there's what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? What happened here? What happened? Where's he gone?
Oh, calm down. Is it like, like a wall?
Well, make a persuasion check. Calm down.
Down.
It's only darkness.
Oh, it's a 6, but that's +8.
What?
14.
Excuse me?
So the guy with the sword who's next to you, he's not actually like threatening you with it, or he's just wondering what the hell's going on. And you say, "Oh, calm down." He goes, "Oh, all right." But then he still holds the sword out, wondering what the fuck is this thing
Well, yeah, keep
disappeared
the
in the middle of
sword
the room.
out. Don't be silly about it.
So you have
Let's not
this
keep our
this
head.
large 15 spherical sphere of darkness in front of you now, and you did hear a wispy noise within it.
I want to cast message, and if Rackham's within 120 feet of us, he should be able to get this message.
Okay.
And I want to say,
25 words.
we're here as allies. We're trying to help. You owe us. What do you know?
Okay, thanks, bye.
You can reply to this message.
Everybody's message. Thank you, not. There's no response.
Are there any rocks around?
There are books around. You're basically stood in what is essentially a library. Behind
Can't see.
the armor, there are books and books and books and books all over the walls.
Because
I'm not gonna move.
if it's magical darkness,
Okay.
Yeah,
Those of you who want to make
Did
make an Arcana check.
that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll do that.
did I know? Could I tell whether or not my message got to him that he was within 120 feet or not?
All you know is there's no response. Your
17.
message
Agree.
went out into the ether, but you don't know if it actually attached itself to a target.
Okay.
19 for Arcana.
19 for Arcana.
Nat 20 with
I had a 17.
Nat 20 for 25.
Jesus
my God.
Christ, people.
What is the nat 20s this game? This is nuts.
How many nat
Yeah.
20s have we had now?
Like
I
6?
lost count.
This is
Amazing.
bonkers insane.
We've got like a
Statistically-
month of them to make up for, to be fair.
Well, this is true. Yeah,
That's valid.
your dice have been
Okay.
storing them up, sort of thing. If you don't
Yeah.
roll them, they just stay there. 25, Opal. Right, you know
You're
that
smart.
you know. Oh no, yeah, you got the brain power. You know what the spell is. This is darkness. You also know that the darkness spell emanates from a very small moat at the middle, the exact center of the 15-foot sphere that you can see in front of you. Now, if you with a 25, you know that if this moat is covered by something that is opaque, the darkness will vanish. However, if you remove whatever's covering that moat, the darkness will reappear. The only way to get rid of the darkness is to dispel it.
Do I notice the darkness? Will it hurt me?
Oh, yeah, you know that, no, the darkness will not hurt you. It's just that when you step into it, it is pitch black. You've no dark vision, no nothing. It is just dark.
Okay, but I know where that moat is.
You know the moat is in the exact center of that sphere.
Okay. Guys, I'm gonna try to cover this. There's a spot in the middle of that darkness. I'm gonna go in and try to cover it. Ellen, can I have some fabric?
When Opal says that, I'm assuming Isha still has the tarp that the leg was in. He just does the fisherman catch net, and he just tosses it over the
cast it,
darkness.
yeah.
To just cast it tarp over the darkness.
Okay, make a dexterity check for me. Isha.
Yeah. 16.
16. So, you throw it in. It lands and the darkness closes. You see the desk, you see the chair, you don't see Rackham.
I want to, as soon as Opal started looking at the darkness, but my message didn't get a response, I'm going to turn to the nearest officer, say, where would he have gone?
It's what's his name? Ivan.
The one that Bird flirted with.
Is
Ivan in the
Ivan?
room?
It's Ivan Lenville.
Ivan, where would he have gone
He
on
stood
this
there.
island?
So he's standing there, just shaking like a shitty dog. He doesn't know what's going on, and he sort of looks at you and says, "He never really tells us where he goes anyway. I don't know where he liked it here. He would have stayed here.
Ivan,
What?
Ivan.
What?
Sweetie.
Is Basil in the room?
Make a perception check.
Everything's okay. We're not mad at you.
18.
18. Basil is at the back of the room. He's not joined the two phalanxes on either side. He's stood on the stairs to the back. But yeah, he's in the room.
Basil, you're the first guard. If anyone in this place is going to know where he would have gone, it's you. Where would he have gone?
He sort of walks forward a bit disgruntled and comes over. He goes to the desk.
Don't rush.
Oh, I'm not going to. Don't you worry. I don't know where the fuck he's gone. He walks over to the desk and he starts to just look around it, to look underneath it. He just starts opening the drawers and things, and he said, I've no idea where he is.
How? Does
Can
your
I
family have
investigate
a
the
lot of
desk?
influence, Basil?
Say that again, sorry.
Does your family have a lot of influence? Is that how you got this position?
No.
My family?
Huh.
No, I came up through the ranks.
Did you?
Yeah.
Then how do you not know where your commanding officer might be if you need him?
What, where he vanishes to at a moment's notice when I've never seen him disappear before in my entire life? He's a person
Basil,
who walks
can you follow
around.
me? Basil, where does he walk to?
You've seen the island, right? You know how small it is. You're welcome
Yeah.
to look round the entire fort if you want to try and see if you can find him.
Basil,
Yeah.
you're demoted. And then you walk out the room and start trying to find somewhere.
I'm gonna quick inspect the desk to see if
You're
there's any like,
demoted.
triggering mechanism or like something
I
that
was
would be
about to say,
stored.
is the vial still on the desk?
The vial's still on the desk.
Oh,
Good question.
Great
Okay.
question.
Okay, he didn't take the vial with him. Okay.
The carrying
Yeah,
crawler
he
leg
does
is
not
dot.
decide.
Okay, yeah. Bird
Okay.
wants to turn her attention. If Ivan's in the room, we have questions. Bird's turning her attention back to Ivan.
Okay. So Ivan is there shaking as usual.
Right. It was kind of crazy down there. I think something's going on. Admiral Rackham seems like a great guy, but that was weird. Is he usually like that?
No.
Have you seen him do magic before?
No.
So that's new.
Yeah.
I
Can I go now?
I mean, you're the only one I trust here. Can we?
You see a massive gulp in his throat.
If remember, he told us he was going to get his papers. Was he there for that? He was going to help us get
He was.
papers. So
He
did
said
that.
if you cleared the mess downstairs, he'd let you in.
Ivan, we did that.
I know.
So
But-
is there
But
another?
he's not here to let
room
you
where
in
he does
now.
paperwork?
He's just looking around for help. He's
Is there another room where he would do paperwork?
he doesn't know what to say. It takes him about 30 seconds of you just hear whimpering noises, and then finally he sort of like turns to a very disgruntled Basil who's been demoted by someone who doesn't even work here.
This Navy's a disgrace.
Guys,
Oh,
I noticed that
Elowen's
you didn't take
pissed.
The vial, but he took the crawler.
She
leg,
already left the
so-
room.
And I leave the
Do
room,
you think he went down?
and I walk
No,
away.
She demoted him and then walked out to go see if she could
Yeah.
find someone more helpful or see something more helpful.
Elowen, Liam O'Brien out of the room.
I sure did.
Sorry, Finland, you were saying?
I was just, like I said, I noticed when I asked my previous question, he didn't take the vial, but he did take the leg. So do you think he went back down where we were, but it's like he kind of knew about that area?
Finn, you genius. May I do an investigation check for any trails of blood from the leg?
You may.
There you go.
You may.
Any?
While he
Better
does
use it
that,
because
can
I
I
have no
investigate the
investigation.
table?
I rolled a 6.
Nice.
You see a table. It's a lovely table.
Since I was one
there's
to notice,
no, like,
and I rolled investigation.
buttons or-
Sorry, Tad, you want to roll? Yeah, and Finland, you can roll as well if you wish.
While they're
Yeah.
rolling, Isha is going to make a point to thank Opal for recognizing the magic and like giving her credit for that. Like openly, is like, good job with realizing that.
Oh, it was nothing.
I only rolled a 14. I don't know if that does anything.
What are you
Thank you,
looking
those.
for?
Oh, I was going since I have noticed that, and then Isha had an idea. That's why. Okay, well maybe.
Oh,
I'll-
the leg
this is a good
and
idea.
possible droplets of blood
Yeah, for the
going,
blood,
going
yeah.
off. 14. You can see where the leg was because there's pretty much like an outline of the ichor that's just sat there on the wood. But as for any droplets around it, there are none.
think he magically, if he has magic that nobody knew about, I think he also has magic to get out of here, guys.
Sorry,
Like,
Tab, what did you roll?
No trail.
A 22, but
22.
Off of that though, I don't. Well, I guess that we can resolve that. Yeah. But
Were you looking for the
I'm no
same thing?
longer-
I thought you were looking for like things around the
No,
desk.
I was
or
looking for
something.
like any like mechanisms or any like, hey, did he hit something? But if as soon as it's like, oh, there was a thing here and then just poof gone, immediately Tad is like, that's not like a trap door. That's he teleported somewhere. He like bamfed somewhere, and poofed up somewhere else. So
Okay.
Yeah.
useless probably
He's a
to
big-
investigate
Well,
the table.
I
Yeah.
roll
He's a
another
big guy,
Arcana.
so
another Arcana. Sorry, just let me just deal with the rest of the investigations, and then I'll get to you. Sorry, Opal.
Yep.
With the 22, looking around the desk, you do notice that underneath the lip of the desk, like right by the left-hand stack of drawers, there is a slight well, essentially it looks like a switch that's on the left-hand side of the
Got it.
drawers. Do you press it?
Absolutely. I just before I do, I say, this might be something. Flick.
Okay. So you click it.
Mhm.
A small, like shooting drawer comes out from the underside of the desk, and within
Oh.
it you see a flintlock pistol.
I pick that up. Okay.
oh god.
Immediately you
Tips,
pick up
like-
that pistol, you see most of the naval guards now point their weapons towards you very quickly.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
That's my friend.
Listen.
Opal's super
Listen.
interested in that pistol.
Just don't make any sudden moves, that's all we're saying.
I'm not gonna make any sudden moves, and I just store it.
You just put it away.
Just
Just
stole
put
it
it-
from the deck.
I'm taking this.
Not-
Yeah, so that's what the button does. Sorry, Opal, you wanted to make another check.
Arcana, to see if I could know of any spell that would take him away, and if I could trace it somehow.
Okay. Yeah, go on.
18.
Getting-
23.
23. It's a little bit beyond your purview right now. It's a little bit higher than the level of magic that you're capable of casting. Not necessarily the level of magic that you've reread about in previous books that you've read. You do know that there are spells that can move an object from one space to another over great distances, but you haven't had the training in order to understand how that magic works.
Do I know if he cast a spell? If there was a spell used?
There are no traces of Arcana around to say that something was cast, but the mere fact that he was there 1 second and gone the next, with a 23, you can possibly, denote that he did something that was of a magical persuasion to get him away from wherever he was.
Okay, so I know that it's magical, not
Yeah.
as
There are no trapdoors. There are no openings of shelving behind him that he disappeared behind. You didn't hear any creaks or footsteps. The carrion crawler leg disappeared without leaving trace of blood anywhere on the desk or the floor or anything around the sides. So wherever it was, it just went somewhere else.
Guys, I think this was definitely magic usage.
I have a hand up in the top right corner, top left corner.
No, I didn't want to interrupt. While that's all going on, Elwyn demoted Basil and ran out the front door where they came in.
Cannon.
Yes, just on the time frame.
He's
I
now
was not there
third
for any of
guard.
that.
Third guard Basil
I'm
Button.
thinking, yes, yes. I'm first guard now. Look at me. I ran out the front
Witness
door and then
me.
we came in. Thinking we're surrounded by water, right?
Yes.
So he's gonna probably have to get to a boat because there's probably not, even if he used magic, what limited understanding I have of it, I would think probably he's gonna be somewhere on this little outcropping still. So run out the front door. Is Hylia still here?
as you go out the front door of the fort and you run around the left wall of it, so you can see back towards the curved pathway that you came up to, back to where the dock was, where the depth charge is. The depth charge is still there. Hylia is still on board. Make a perception check, please.
Sus.
12.
12. It's enough. About a third of a mile offshore, you see the billowing sails of another ship furl and start to pull away.
Okay. Am I within 120 feet of the depth charge?
Yes.
Send a message to Hylia. Rackham is not our friend. He just got on that ship. Get him.
Okay, you get a message back within a couple of seconds just to say, "Hello, my dear. I'm afraid our ship's capabilities of moving quickly were expended when we escaped the previous attack. I'm afraid we'll have to wait until morning."
Okay, well, I'm going to send a message back inside. It's a cantrip, so I'm just going to go down online because I don't know what anybody's doing. And just be like, Tad, he got on a boat. Isha, he got on a boat. He got on a boat. And
He's
just
on
tell
a
everybody.
motherfucker.
Take a good hard
He's
look.
on a boat, motherfucker.
Did you hear something?
Yeah.
Zoom.
So you all kind of get that one after the other. If you want to come out, I don't know what else to do. And I'll say, I just messaged Hylia. She said they're not fast enough to catch him.
I might be. I'm just gonna fly. I'm gonna fly and then dash and bonus action dash like rogue shit, just so 90 feet per round.
Okay.
If that's catching up, or am I closing distance?
No. You can see the ship, but it's starting to pull away from you. This vessel is far faster than you are.
Which direction is it going? Open sea or back towards Cliffspear?
You can see the voiceless peaks in the background of the direction the ship is heading.
Okay, so he's heading into
He's
Cliffspear.
he's going inland.
Okay.
What did you roll on perception? 12? Yeah, no, it's okay.
Okay.
Actually, no, Tad. While you were chasing, you would have got a clearer view of the vessel that was disappearing. You noticed that the sails were they were red, with black tips.
Okay.
But that's
So
all.
he had
That's all you can really
recognized
denote.
I was gonna say, does that have a significance to Tad?
No, nothing at all.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Just as a matter of possibly identifying the ship if you see it next.
Sure.
Totally.
Yeah.
Do you tell us
Not
when you
even
get
from
back?
Oh, of course.
Then I'm going to message Hylia again and say, do you know what ship has red sails with black tips?
Reverse that.
Whatever it was.
No, that was right. That was
Oh,
right.
yeah.
No,
Red sails
with
with black tips.
Which ship has the thing that Tad just told me? I wrote it down.
And that's how you confuse Rhea.
That wouldn't have been one of the flags that was being displayed and
Ooh, good
where they
question.
were, like,
In the main hallway.
What?
Where
yeah.
you just had a conversation. No, there's nothing like that within the naval officers themselves.
Okay.
When you message Hylia, she comes back to you and she says, "I'm sorry, darling. No, there's red sails with black tips. I've never seen
Yes.
this. This is new to me."
I'm gonna start looking at books.
Okay. Are you still within the room where Rackham disappeared?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What are you looking for?
This is a library.
It is a library. Are you looking for something specific?
Like something that has different ship sails in it that might identification type thing.
There are several books on naval charters on the shelves, but as you thumb through them, you don't recognize the particular sail that Tad saw within these pages.
Who's the guy that Elowin demoted?
Basil.
He's now apparently
Third
third guard Basil Butcher, who is looking very disgruntled in the corner of the room.
Good.
And and I just want to be clear. Elowin already did a perception thing where she can tell he wasn't lying, that he doesn't know anything.
Not on Basil.
No, she didn't roll insight on Basil. She rolled insight on Rackham, and that's when shit got real.
And I asked him, "Do you know about this ship that? Because you said that this was a small island. You know, everybody knows everything. Do you not know there's a giant ship with red sails, black tips, part of this island?"
Are you asking? Yeah, Basil.
Basil. Third officer Basil. Yeah, I'm asking him.
Janitor Basil.
And I made it a point to say. I made it a point to say third officer Basil.
Ooh.
That was
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage because he's pissed now.
Can I do intimidation instead?
No, make a persuasion check, but make it with disadvantage. You called him third guard. He's actually still first guard.
Worth it.
In fact, he's actually in charge now.
I'm only 2. So.
But
You wouldn't know.
But opposed
He
to
could act
Halloween,
like
he's really not.
20.
Natural
But
20.
it's disadvantage. But it's disadvantage, right?
Disadvantage.
No, double 20.
No,
Double
20.
20s?
Oh crap! Okay, well, chat.
Yeah, that's a 20.
Jesus
Yeah, that's a 20.
Christ.
Double 20s.
The other one rolled. Is it still 20? The other one rolled.
Were you rolling insight on him? Oh no, persuasion.
No, I was
You're
rolling persuasion.
Well, he's
Well, you
gonna.
know what? I have to roll the second one because y'all couldn't see the second one. I don't want to be like, oh, I rolled double 20s.
Jamie reckons
Oh.
you've got loaded dice.
Well, to be completely fair, y'all only got to see one dice. The other one rolled. So should I just roll again? So you know.
No, don't. If you roll double 20s, man.
No.
I'm not gonna say you
I
do.
don't want anybody to doubt me. Jamie
No.
and Yumi doubt me. I
No,
don't
no,
want
no,
to
no,
doubt
no, we're not.
We're
It's,
shocked is what's going on.
if you get a 20,
This
you
is
get a
like
20,
the
exactly.
20th This is like the
I can't
20th
believe-
I got a 20 since session.
I'm
like
shocked
2
as
or
to the
1.
amount of 20s in this one particular game, especially a double. But I will absolutely take it as a double 20. He just takes a big inhale and a big out. And he's like, "Look, I'm not trying to be difficult with you people. I really don't know where he went. If I'm honest with you, he's been acting a bit strange over the past few months. Been doing things that he wouldn't normally do. He's been spending time in places that he wouldn't normally spend time.
Oh, there we go.
Like where?
Whereas a ship with red sails with black tips, I've never seen that in my entire life. So I can't tell you what I don't know. What I can tell you is that he's got a secondary office upstairs."
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Which is
I say
technically
thank
my
you, Third
office
Officer
now.
Basil.
We should check your office for traps for your safety.
For you,
Yes.
for your safety and others.
Is it too
Oh, like,
much for me to
Miss
say I might have
Sullivan?
wandered back in by now and be heard that?
Yeah.
You're down about the docks, aren't you?
She's so
And
biased.
he said most of that talking to Finland, but looking at you.
I did it
The
again.
fuck, Basil? The fuck?
I'm sorry, I was just messing around. I rolled a double 20 again.
Basil walks away.
They're loaded. They're so
Don't
loaded.
waste them, Tom.
You rolled
Say
double
what?
20s
Where's the
again.
Where's the office?
I'm picking new dice.
Why?
Because I
Okay.
don't want to be accused of loaded dice.
Okay,
I'm confused as to what just happened.
so Basil's in charge. Rackham's been acting weird.
Second office.
We still
He's also
Bird's gonna start
gone.
freaking out because there was some rule about needing papers to get out of here, and we still
Yeah.
need to get real. Like that is
Yeah.
not the main thing, but it
Yeah.
is.
That's the main thing.
That's the main thing. A lot's happening.
Okay, Basil hears this, and he walks towards
Are we
you, Bird.
supposed to do?
He walks
Yeah.
towards you, and he just says basically, "Look, Rackham said you needed papers. Rackham's not here now.
We do.
I am. You don't need fucking papers. Just go."
Well, then why did we? No. Okay, he's annoying. Rackham, not you. You're great. Thanks, Basil.
No.
Well, all right.
I've just changed the rule.
I think this.
There was a rule that
time
said that you
for-
needed papers.
Okay.
I've just changed the rule to say you haven't, because to be honest with you, you've done me a massive favour by killing whatever the fuck that was downstairs, and also you've made whatever Rackham was disappear. So you've gave me a promotion, which means I suppose I've got to be nice to you. So if you want to go, then go.
Basil,
Okay.
Hello?
where was this energy 5 minutes ago?
I'm not talking to you.
So-
Elwin, I
Laugh was in character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basil, thank you. That helps.
You're
extremely.
welcome.
We are apparently figuring some stuff out, and we might be back.
Well, you can
Could
feel
we
free.
call-
Feel free to stay
Let's
here
go.
tonight if you want to and head out in the morning, or you can go now. It's up to you. I don't care.
All right, we'll discuss that. Could we, if we needed backup at some point, could we call on you
Of course.
if Rackham were to come after us?
Well, let me put it
It's not
like
a big
this. Let me put
He's
it
not
like
the
this.
Admiral anymore.
If Rackham isn't Rackham and he's someone else, then he's an enemy of this naval force. So I want him too. So if
Perfect.
you find him, you let me know, and I'll bring me and all my mates down there to help you kick his ass.
All right, I'll be in touch.
Good.
Rackham's got a letter.
Rackham
was
does
He
gonna
help.
say.
knows where
yeah, he does have a letter.
Creel's
He
gonna
gets
be.
a letter.
So we need to go now.
Wait.
Wait,
Did we ever confirm? Well, there's
We
no
need
way to
to
confirm
go-
that it was actually his letter. Maybe not someone else. It was someone else's letter.
I mean, we
Either
don't have the
doesn't
same
matter.
letter.
Well, he had an identical letter to the letter that
Yeah.
you received.
it doesn't matter if
None
it
of
was
us
his.
had our
Yeah.
names on it.
Even if he is a
Yeah.
doppelganger, he still has a letter.
Yeah.
If
So
he
we
took
need
his
to-
place, might have received it. But the look of he recognized the signature, unless he recognized it from the letter. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Do
And
you
he
think
did
he
look
might have
surprised
sent
at
us
the lady.
down there to die?
Yes,
It's a definite possibility at this
don't,
point.
I don't know about that because he looked surprised at the lake and he looked at his men like, what the hell?
He could have
Man,
been
he
Could
got
have
surprised.
been an
upset
act,
with
though.
That could be a lie.
Was he surprised that they let us back up alive?
With
Our
what
job was to
what
find
you
the
saw
key.
within the conversation that you had with Rackham before he disappeared, just make as I say, Finland and Elwin make an insight check.
All right, she's getting retired. 6.
Oh damn!
19 plus 2.
She's in jail.
21.
Jesus, Tom. You
Okay.
just rolled 4 natural 20s and a 19
On fire.
With the new dice.
with new
Switch
dice.
dice.
With new
Yeah,
dice.
I threw the other one.
On entering the space, when you came back upstairs from the cellar and came into the room and you caught eyes with the half-giant behind the desk, there was a look of, let's call it half surprise and half respect that you were standing in the room before him.
Okay.
So take of that what you will.
Okay. I'll
So,
remember them.
so we need to go. Do we ask Kylie to take us, or do we just get something small and quick? That like
Smaller,
you should-
I
faster,
think
the
we
better.
need. She may not be able to go fast, but I think we should, at least start going.
Well, we need the crew because Isha's the only one that knows how to sail.
Yeah.
Wait, does she have her crew? Sorry, this
Thalia
is Tom
does.
asking.
Who, Hylia?
There's no harm in asking her.
Are you talking about Hylia?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
entire
we go-
the entire crew of the depth charge is on the ship.
Oh yeah,
Just-
yeah.
Run
Okay.
to the depth
We would
charge
have to
and
wait
fill her
until
in.
tomorrow.
Fill her in.
Yeah.
Ask her
Say
if she
we're
wants
good-
us to pay
we're
her.
good
I
to
mean,
go.
I think we could pay her.
Was she gonna give us
need a
passage all
ship.
the way through though?
Yeah.
She was.
We just have to stop here.
I had to stop
So
here
we're just-
first. Okay. Okay.
She'll
Never
pay
mind.
first.
Yeah,
Never
well,
mind.
Yeah,
So
this
wait.
this was the checkpoint that everyone has to go through to get
So-
into the
Yeah,
Shimmer
okay,
Okay,
Cove.
so
Right,
we're
right,
still
right.
passage. Okay, so that's what I meant. We
Yeah.
still have
Yeah,
passage.
yeah,
with
yeah,
her, so.
Yeah.
Before we
Oh, not
walk down the
again.
dock,
Sorry, guys.
maybe we should consider the fact that Hylia asked to see the Admiral and that they knew each other. Right?
That's right, they did.
But if he's been acting different for a couple months, you know what I mean? If he was replaced
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah,
I
if
don't
he
think
was
that's really
like,
the Admiral. Can I roll Arcana to see if I know it? No, that wouldn't be Arcana because that would be creature type.
Okay. Maybe just. I think
We don't
she's
need to
amazing
tell
and
her-
she's very cool and she's my role model, but also,
We'll keep it close to the vest.
yeah, maybe don't tell her more than we need to.
No.
Is she gonna wonder where our papers are?
No, we'll
She
explain the
doesn't-
situation.
We could just say we have
Okay.
papers. I mean, I did send her a
We can-
message and say that, Rackham's
fine.
not on our side and left. But
True.
we maybe just keep an eye open.
Yeah,
I think we can be pretty
Hylia now knows that,
honest and
she's
reserved.
got an inkling that something's up because you've been asking her questions that she
Right.
wasn't
Right.
expecting.
We'll be more suspicious if we just showed back up with nothing.
To the dock. Bye, Ivan.
To the dock. But
Dang.
he just like little waves and then just like runs,
On the way out, I'll look at
runs
Basil and be like,
he just the same back to you, but down because shorter and all that.
Yeah.
Puts his sword away and just sits behind his new desk. Right, so you make your way out of the fort. You at quite pace, I would imagine, because there are things at stake.
Yes.
Back down the walkway, back to the depth charge. You see Hylia and you see Virgil are already on the gangplank, wondering what the hell's going on. Hylia says, "Why all the messages? What happened?"
Rackham
The Admiral. Yeah.
disappeared. He wasn't who he said he was, and he just
He disappeared
vanished from his office.
He
Yeah.
cast some kind of darkness spell and teleported away.
on the ship that you asked us to chase.
Yeah.
Admiral Rackham is not a magic user.
That's what they said downstairs too.
It was definitely magic. Opal knew.
It was
Yeah, Opal
definitely
knew.
magic.
It might not have been him.
That's what we thought.
Whoever you saw, that wasn't Rackham.
Okay.
We think so.
That makes me feel better.
Get on board ship. Get on board ship. And she
Can we continue our journey?
she beckons you on
With
board.
haste.
Do we know if Hylia knows Creole?
Have
We
you
didn't-
have you asked her?
I don't think
I
we've
don't
asked
think
her.
so.
I'm gonna pull out my letter as we're getting on and fold it down just so the signature's showing and say, "Does this mean anything to you?"
She looks at the symbol and smiles. And she says, "Of course."
Okay. Oh my goodness. So, Rackham might be trying to hurt this person.
Sorry, I'm just looking at Jacob
I'm
freaking out.
doing the same thing Jacob's doing.
I want to see how she reacts if she thinks that, like, if she knows the stakes. Because if she really cares about Creole and she knows that someone's after Creole,
That's it. She might not.
You get the inkling that she knows who Creole is, but you don't get the inkling that she understands the stakes as to what's happened.
Okay,
She
fine.
knows that. She also doesn't know that Creel was the one that organised the charter for you guys to get on board the ship to go and find him. It was an anonymous name on the charter itself.
Okay. I just want to make sure we knew if she recognized it and had any inkling of, like, Creole, and if she understood the stakes and had that connection. Because if she really cares about him, then she's going to react differently than if he's just
for sure.
random person.
Yeah, so she knows who Creel is for sure, but as to the current situation that he finds himself in, she doesn't know.
As she's like, I realize she doesn't have a lot of recognition. I'm tucking it away immediately so she doesn't see anything of the letter. Be like, so we're kind of in a rush, but there's a lot going on.
Are you doing that like sleight of handish way, or are you doing it just normally?
I'm just putting it back. I mean, I showed her the signature and then I put it back away, but I had it folded so that a letter part wasn't showing.
Yeah, she did say that she had it folded.
Yeah. Just okay. I just wanted to make a roll. That's all.
Did someone else recognize the signature? Did I see anybody else?
No. There's not. To where you're stood right now, it's only Hylia and Virgil who are there. Virgil made no like twitch whatsoever on what you saw. He sort of looked at it and just shook his head. But the crew are mainly on board ship and below deck, so there's only like 3 or 4 people milling around, and they're currently working there. They're pulling ropes because they think they're going to cast off soon, so they weren't paying much attention.
I'm gonna look kind of sad and just blend into the group.
All right. Sad you are. So, what are you guys doing?
Getting back on board.
Yeah, back on board.
I just want to say thanks. Thank you, Captain. We appreciate your help. And goes and settles in somewhere.
Okay, so Hylia just stops you with like when you're back on board on the main deck. And says, "So are we heading towards dance? Because unfortunately I need to restock before we get there."
Okay.
I need to go to Shanty Isle. It's only a day's travel. If I'm correct, you have to get to Orsdance on the eve of the Fire Rain Festival, yes?
Yes.
The Fire Rain Festival is 5 days away. So we have time for a detour. But I'm afraid if you want to get to Orsdance, we have to go to Shanty Isle first.
Okay. 1 day? 1 day.
1 day,
journey.
and then 2 days to Orsdance.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
So she heads up to the main, the quarterdeck where the wheel is. Virgil starts to yell orders at the specific crew. Are you guys hanging on the main deck, or are you going to find places to rest? I think the time of day now, the sun is cresting over the horizon and night is on its way. So it's up to you what you want to do.
I think Bert.
You're going to head to the Chimmigans, of course.
I think I'm just going to kind of whisper to everybody as we're breaking up. We should probably keep watch overnight. Maybe break it up, because Hopefully she's telling the truth, but clearly we can't trust anyone. Maybe not even us. Just trying to blame them, but I'm sorry.
It's not a bad idea.
I agree.
Just
Finley
before-
volunteers your first watch, you know.
Just before you cast off, you hear these footsteps start to like come up the gangplank, and Basil is chasing the ship. He just runs up onto the deck, so a little bit out of breath. He's like, hold on.
We didn't go upstairs.
Well, no,
The upstairs office.
but that's not why I ran down here. Hang on a minute. Okay, now I've been in that fort too long. I've got to get a message to my superior. She's called Conductor Iniesa Farley. She's gone to Madrigal for a meeting. She needs to know what happened to Rackham. I'm just saying that if you want to get hold of me, I'm going to be taking a boat to there. All right? Just letting you know. Sorry?
Who will be in charge of the fort while you're gone?
Ivan.
Ivan, I would expect.
Really?
Okay. Perfect.
He just says that to you again. And then runs back down. He gets about 20 yards and then stops and walks.
Yeah.
He's very out of shape. He...
Hi, Third Officer Basil.
Ooh. He just stops in his tracks, hangs his head, and just walks even slower. He knows when he's beaten.
I'm just gonna call out to him. Come on, man! Lift your head up.
Hip hop, hip hop. I don't know, but I've been told.
So Finland said he was going to take a first watch.
Yeah, because I don't know if it established it. Finland likes to stay up top and usually like lean against the railing because, well, I there's not an opportunity for Finland to say this, so I'm not gonna say anything about it. But he likes to stay on top of the deck most of the time.
Wait, if we're taking watch, don't we need to be down where everybody is?
Are we watching Hylia or are we watching the
Yeah,
crew?
but the cabin's up. She has the captain's like upstairs, isn't it? On the deck, right?
The captain's quarters is on the first deck down, and it's directly underneath where the main wheel of the ship is. Your quarters
So
are
there's
on
usually
the
a door.
deck below, in the cargo
so-
deck.
Maybe
So
just
where
hang
I'm
out
at-
in the stairwell that got blasted open that last time.
Oh, well,
And then we can kinda-
the bosun got ejected.
Yeah, why does Buxton got ejected?
He was a really nice guy. He was a
I'll
really
hang
nice
around
guy as well. I literally rolled for cannonball, and he got cannonballed.
Aw.
Amazing.
Aw.
As long as I can lean, I can rest. And I can lean. You know, I'm good.
Okay.
All right.
I just have to trance, so I can take a.
Yeah,
Very early morning.
you're 4 hours catnap,
Yeah.
and you're good.
Oh,
So I'm gonna
if we're
head down.
L's, baby.
Are we gonna do 2 people at a time or just one
Just-
person
just
at
one.
a time?
Yeah,
There's one? All right, so who's on first watch?
me.
okay.
Finland, I am.
Roll a perception check for me, please. By the way, just
Yes.
to retcon back to Basil runs away, and Hailey just goes up to the main wheel of the ship. Her tail takes hold of it. She pours herself a nice glass of rum, possibly, into a nice silver goblet, and she says very very familiarly to you all to hear, "Mr. Bones, if you please." And the sails, and the
Nice.
ship takes off. So roll a perception check for me, Finland.
Yes, sir. 19
If
plus
we
2,
are-
21.
21. You turn around and see the island of Solitary disappear behind you. You have a feeling of unsurety as to where this is going to go. Originally, you started this journey off from where you came from to find your friend. And as you disappear off into the darkness and the stars take the sky, your thoughts just dwell really on Thoria and where he could possibly be. You see a flock of birds fly past the ship. They are different birds to what you've seen before. They still have 4 wings, like the black birds that you saw in West Point, but these are much larger. And you can almost hear the as they go past.
Big old birds.
Equivalent of like pterosaurs, but more bird-like.
Okay.
Quad-winged. So they give like a good gust as they go past the ship. Hylia just sort of looks up and just gives them a little bit of a nod as they go past. They don't respond to her at all. Your 2 hours goes past relatively simply with no nothing to report. You just sort of have a little bit of private thought to yourself and just wonder where this journey is going to take you. So who's going next?
I'll go next.
Well,
Opal?
if possible.
Opal.
Right.
Oh, your turn. Sure.
Go on.
Sure. Go ahead.
That way I can just get some sleep after I take the second watch.
So are you downstairs within the cargo deck where the Chimigans are, or are you up on the main deck?
I was with the Chimigans, but if I'm on second watch, I'll just
You're going to
go
come back up on
take
the
the
main deck?
spot where...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll take
the spot
watch
where
with-
Fernando was.
I would take a watch with Opal. I wouldn't want her to be alone.
All right.
And I
Oh,
probably
thank you.
won't.
Okay, so
Yeah.
either the both of you roll perception, or you can give one of each of you an advantage. Who's got the better
I'll
wisdom?
give you advantage.
Oh, okay.
So roll with advantage.
That's a nat 20.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Right, you got to
A 19 and a
throw
20.
these fucking dice away.
That's my
Yeah,
Caleb
roll
dice.
over.
I'm not gonna do that.
Is that
I'm
Widow
just
Gast?
gonna put a camera right here
Liam!
to watch everything.
Damn you,
So,
Liam!
24. Well, hey, my other one did betray me eventually. So that's why I switched it out.
24.
24.
What did you? Oh no, Opal didn't roll. Did she? Sorry. All right. 24. Jesus Christ. As the ship continues through the darkness, you find yourself just naturally just gazing back at Hylia, and you can just see the wind just taking a hair and it flaps. And so does her coat billows behind her. She looks very, very peaceful and very at ease, even though she knows that, like, the trouble is afoot. You know, she's in a happy place behind the wheel of the ship. 24. Because of your natural inquisitiveness, you dart to the front just to have another look at Mr. Bones and what he's doing. The familiar silver mist is coming out of his mouth and just giving you that sort of like cover as the ship moves through the darkness of the waters. But you also see this little tether that disappears about maybe 30-40 feet ahead of the ship, almost as if he's following a pathway through. It's just made of like almost like golden gossamer silk. It just snakes off a bit. Then at the end, it just fizzles to nothing. But it just stays there. You see about an hour in, Hylia just shouts quite loud, "Hard to port!" and racks the ship round to the left as a huge whale just crests out and almost crushes the side of the ship. She's really got to pull the ship round. Everyone's like leeches to the side. In fact, make a strength check.
Everybody?
Both of us?
No, those of you, just Opal and Elowen who are on the top deck.
Okay.
Us that are asleep, we just roll.
18.
18, all right.
6.
6? Okay, so 18, Elowen, you managed to just like hang on to one of the ropes on the main mast, but with a 6, you see that Opal is just like she's fallen onto her side and starting to roll towards where the gangplank is. What are you doing?
I'm gonna run after her and grab her and try to go to the side.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
I'm seriously not even joking.
Is that 20 again?
Yeah.
This is not
That's
possible.
22.
This is mathematically buck wild.
This feels
Something like,
Yeah.
weird.
Wild.
I feel like
are we actually casting spells right now? It's you know, have we
Maybe.
crossed
I don't
over the
know.
boundary?
this for me.
Yeah.
I think it's 40 years of not rolling 20s. Just kind of
Sure.
Oh no!
Sure.
This is his happy birthday to
This
you.
is just statistically,
Yes.
yeah.
Natural
It makes me feel weird. I don't like it.
fucking
It's a
20.
birthday gift from the gods.
That's why I started rolling a D and D Beyond, but I wanted to go back to regular dice. But yeah,
Crazy.
Regular dice is the way to be.
Jesus. All
Just
right.
to add,
Okay.
all these 20s are balanced out by nothing above 10
Oh,
for
yeah.
me.
Oh yeah.
I know. I know.
I was going nothing but
Isha,
ones in the future, but
Isha, just roll a d20 for me now. Tell me what you get.
All right. A 3.
but you wrote on D and D Beyond though.
Balance restored.
You didn't
Yeah.
roll actual.
Balance restored. Okay, so you are the yang to everyone else's
I'm the
yin.
yang. Yeah, I'm
I did get. I rolled a 3 a little while ago.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah,
I had to
I rolled a
re-roll for
six.
my luck.
Well, 5
Yeah, but
plus
the
1.
It's just
the
that we noticed
amount.
the 20s more.
I'm going to watch this stream back, and I want to count the amount of nat 20s that we had in this one stream, because
It's pretty
I
crazy.
swear we're
have
up to
I will admit,
never
my double-
encountered
my-
so
I will
many.
admit, my double 20
You got
was
two
gold. I
doubles
will admit
back
that.
to back, for Christ's sake.
Well, the second one I was just messing around to see what happened, and it happened again. That's why I threw the dice. Because they're like it cursed or something because it's gonna take my. I think I sold my soul or something. That's why I threw them.
In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to count them up, and then I'm going to tweet at Will Wheaton.
there you go. Jesus.
Just say,
Oh.
find these
All right.
people. They'll cure you of all your
No!
dice ills.
So I
Rub up
got
against
a-
them when you see them in the street.
I
Right.
got a physical dice to roll, and I rolled a 6.
See,
There you go.
So
There you
it's
go.
it's
Yeah,
physical
balance.
and
real
digital.
life does exist.
Okay, it balances.
All right, cool.
All right.
Sorry, you rolled an
Okay.
actual 20. So yeah, you dive forward. You automatically with one of your needles, as you jump forward, you at the same time throw a needle back. The thread comes out and starts to make its thing, and it clings into the central mast. You grab hold of the thread, and you grab hold of Opal's leg at the same time, just as she's about to go over the edge of the ship, and you pull her back. As Opal, you manage to scrabble and get your hands on there. As you look back at Elowen, as she's now got basically like a grappling hook into the main mast.
Oh my
was gonna
gosh, thank
say-
you so much.
You're welcome. You know, I like your pockets. Do you want more? I can make you some pockets.
Oh,
Thank you
pockets!
so much. Yes. Yes.
I keep meaning to ask, and then crazy things happen, like this, I
So much
guess. But
craziness.
we should. Okay,
I'm not used
When-
to it.
once we get back up on the ship, let's go pick some fabric, and I'll make you some pockets.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
And then just pull Glenda's pocket.
You just hear a voice behind you from where the wheel of the ship is, just saying, "Sorry about that." As Hylia looks a little
good.
bit like
I'm alive.
shameful of nearly driving into a whale.
Fine. I'm still so like skeptical. I'm just like, thanks. Bye.
Sorry,
You
Opal.
know
What
it
did you say?
wasn't on purpose. Come on, Opal.
Opal, did you say something? Sorry.
No, sorry, I got distracted by my dog.
Oh, okay. All right. So the rest of your watch comes to an end with very little issue. Who's taking the last and final watch? Tad.
That would be Tad, and gonna also go wake up Bird.
Oh, cool.
Yep, she did her trance and she's ready to go. So that's my long rest.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
You are
Isha-
fully rested.
Isha's passed out. He slept through the whole night
Yeah.
because he fought that creep, the crawler, and he took a nasty bite. So
He did.
he's
deserves
it.
he's
Perfect.
passed out.
Yeah, you got
For sure.
you've had a fuck,
You and me, brother.
a
You and me,
tough
brother.
few days, dude. You've had to shout pirates off a ship, tell them to jump off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've had all sorts of things go wrong.
All right. Bird will follow Tad up to the.
Pardon me.
Mhm.
Top of the
Okay,
ship.
so either roll perception, both of you, or one can take advantage. Who's got the higher wisdom?
I swear to
No.
God.
No.
I
No.
swear
No.
everything I fucking own.
Stop
I swear.
Rob's gonna hang up on
swear.
us. Rob's
This is
gonna hang up
not-
I'll
on us.
balance it out. I got a 2.
So we got 4
Hey,
episodes in,
hey.
everybody. 4 episodes in, and I'll call that a night. Thank
Yeah,
you
we
very
need to
much for
start
that.
taking pictures of our nat 20s. We need to start taking pictures.
This is not. I don't even agree with this. I want to like. This is not okay.
Right?
Rexy
Jesus.
has only been here 15
Just
minutes,
let
and
it
he's
go
seen
through.
3 natural 20s.
This is ridiculous.
It's
I
amazing.
don't.
That
Mad
looks like a
don't
0
know.
to me.
Sure.
It's like a 0 to me, yeah.
I mean, I know they're
No.
happening. I'm going to
I
take them. I know you're not making these
No,
up.
no.
but
I
it is
By the
fucking
way.
silly the amount of these
What's
are
funny
coming
though
out.
is that equals out to a 19 for me. But
I wish I had
Yeah.
this look in real life. Yeah, you and me both, Jamie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, natural
Um,
20.
Bird doesn't see you.
19 total.
So go on.
19 total.
Birds of sea
Um,
shells.
Still. It's... All right.
I know.
Okay. All right. I see you.
I know.
Are you up on the main deck?
Yes.
Yeah. Or-
Somewhere. Yeah, I'll say yes. Some kind of going back and forth between the second and the first deck is where I'm thinking.
Okay. And you've got Bird in tow, or are you like
Oh, yeah.
are you like guiding her to where you want her to go to, or you're just both walking together? Who's
We're gonna have a little conversation.
Oh, okay.
Is where
All right.
Tad's at.
So
So somewhere both like starting to keep watch, but then like leading to somewhere a little more private.
a little more private. All right.
He's
So
following
you
along.
do make it up on the main deck, and you have a look around.
Mhm.
There's really nothing much to see apart from just like very calm open ocean. The stars look incredible. You can also see the 2 twin planets, Relics and Exia, just hovering above you. There's like a large purple orb with a smaller pink orb next to it. And you just sort of stare up and look, and it gives you a little bit of a familiar feel of home. The the bright, vibrant colours that you haven't really seen much of on this trip so far. It's been very plain and very boring. Just natural space, as opposed to the fantastical, magical nature of the area that you're actually from. But you get your fill of looking up in the sky, and then you head down to the first deck. You see the double doors of Hylia's chambers there, and then forward you see an area of crew living space, and then forward of that there's just like a small like storage area as you get towards the bow of the ship. It's quiet. There's not many people around.
I'm gonna again in Sylvan say so you see Tad he's walking with you. We get to the spot. Face kind of drops. All right, now I'm gonna need you to tell me exactly where you heard that song and stop playing with whatever you've got going on here.
Bird just looks at him. She notices a difference in his voice, but she doesn't have any idea what he says. No. What's up, bud?
In common, you can call it the shite loss. It's just you and me here, aye? We don't have to play any games. You played the song. I came to say hello. What's he doing here?
Oh, I was like, I play a lot of songs, but you did come and talk to me after I played that Fae one.
Aye. You played the Ballad of the Archfey, but you're expecting me to believe that you don't speak the tongue.
I don't. The song was in my head.
What do you mean in your head?
I knew it.
Bird, make a
Why
wisdom.
are you-
Bird, make a wisdom saving throw.
I
So
don't
you're
like
telling
that.
me
13.
13. While you're talking to Tad, you hear Winnie just pulse through your brain, and Tad, you hear it.
Dad, I don't know.
who was
I
that?
don't know the tongue. Who was what?
Lass, what have you done?
Why
What's
is she...
happened? Do you have one of them in your head?
She kind of stands up a little straighter. Who?
I heard her voice.
She's getting nervous because she doesn't know what to say. She doesn't know how much she trusts the Fae and how much. So she stands up a little straighter.
Listen, if you've got one of them in your fucking skull,
Tad, make a perception
Eh?
check.
me?
Tad, yeah, make a perception
Oh.
check.
Total of 1. 2 minus 1.
1.
1.
Even with a 1, even with a critical
Even.
fail,
Technically a 2, down to 1.
the fact that the fact that you heard that single word travel through Bird's brain, you can see slightly behind her just this ethereal image of waving hair and a dark, almost like muddy brown green flowing cloak in a way, but it looks almost like the cloak is disappearing into like spiders' webs. It like the material just breaks up into pieces and just disappears into ethereal like fluid. It's only there for a brief second, and then it just goes. And as
Tad,
it
I don't
as
know.
it goes, sorry, as it goes,
Okay.
you just one more time, you just hear Winnie.
Tad, I don't know what to tell you and what not to. I don't know what will happen. I barely know what I'm doing.
At that, Tad's gonna cut you off and just give you a hug. Just go in and just grab.
If
I'm so sorry for whatever you've got going on.
I don't know if it's that bad. It happened. Something happened, and now It's years later, and it's still here, and I'm supposed to be doing stuff. We're working through it. I'm making it.
Did I recognize the entity, the voice, specifically?
Make a history check. Or just straight intelligence, whichever you prefer to roll.
It's a 17. They're both +2. It's 19.
19.
19.
You've seen entities of this nature in the Fey realm for sure, but you don't know specifically which one this might be. You have an inkling that it has its hooks into nature, and specifically woodland, which would make a lot of sense because Birdwin is a wood elf. But you know something's up with Bird. You know she has something with her, but you don't know exactly what it is. You need a much higher roll to get the absolute exact information about whatever this is. As you like, you come forward to the embrace and sort of separate out from each other. As Tad has he just looks at you, Bird, and just has a quick wonderment in his eyes. Bird, you have a quick flash go through your mind of being in the water again, and then being taken and put somewhere else, and then you just hear these words just flash into your brain. Daxios isn't happy, and both of your hands go round your throat and you start to strangle yourself. Tad, what are you doing? You see her eyes go white. No pupil, nothing, and she is just gripping onto her neck.
I'm immediately screaming and pulling at her hands. Isha! And like pulling and like grabbing as much as I can and gripping away. I'm like slap and hit anything I can to like try to shake her out of it.
Make a strength check.
Does his yells for Isha
make a perception roll. See if you hear him.
13 strength.
You start to get your fingers inside of her hands and start to pull away, but it's not enough. She
18.
just like 18. Yeah, you hear him. You hear him cry. You book it down.
I'm slamming into things. I'm pushing people out of the way.
From wherever you come from, wherever you are on the ship, you know the direction as to where it is, because you know the anatomy of a ship anyway, so you know exactly where the sound is coming from. You get to them, and you see that Bird has now fallen to the ground, and it looks almost as if that Tad is strangling her. But then you can see that her own hands are round her throat, and Tad is scrambling to try and get them off. What are you doing?
He should help.
He's just ordering. He's like, move now.
Yeah. Go on.
Get. And Isha, in a fit of panic, he's going to try to pull Bird's hands away from her throat at least once.
Okay, so make a strength check for me.
Strength. 12.
12. Bird, make a strength check.
17.
17.
Christ.
You pull, you pull, but her hands snap back around her throat.
Best roll of the day, by the way.
She's now starting to lose consciousness, and she's now starting to choke.
We'll do it together. Just pull.
In response to that, Isha would, in a fit of panic, would like to cast Cure Wounds in like a burst of just energy to get her hands off of her throat.
Okay. This just involves a touch, yes?
Yes, but in the scene, he's pulling as hard as he can, but the
so you,
ability
you like almost like violently fire Cure Wounds into her arms.
Violently Cure Wounds.
All right.
Either that or Healing Hands. I have both options.
Oh, to your wish. What do you want to cast?
I'll do Cure Wounds.
Cure Wounds. Okay, so
just a pure radiant energy of healing.
So Tad, you see as Isha's hands go onto Bird's arm and onto her wrist to try and just exactly what you're doing, just try to yank the fingers away from her throat. You, for the first time, you just see Isha's eyes just light with a gold radiant glow. And then the light disappears from his eyes. It travels through his face, down his neck, down through his arms, into his wrists, into his fingers, and then you see this pulse go through Bird. The pulse hits her. It restores any sort of loss that she's got, but her hands are still round her throat. So
would any of us have heard?
Yeah, would any of us heard, like me?
Make a perception check. I mean, you heard Isha was running and yelling, saying, "Get out the way! Get out the way! Get out the way!" So it may not be difficult for you to hear.
22.
Definitely, you hear
20.
Yeah.
20.
And I would have been
Absolutely
right
you
behind Isha, and
19.
I wanted.
All right. Okay, so you all hear, you all know the direction.
20, yeah.
You all get downstairs, and now you now come to see Bird is on the ground with her hands round her throat. Isha and Tad are both trying to pull her hands away and it looks like they're having trouble.
I want to cast
In
message.
Sylvan, I'm yelling in Sylvan, let her go, let her go, let her go, like actively.
Okay.
And I want to cast message to Bird and say, "Let go, Bird, let go. We're trying to help you. Let go."
And Finland just grabs her wrist to try to, use his only thing he has is his strength.
I'm gonna be with Finn trying to pull at wrists.
Okay. All right. This is a lot. This is a lot. One second. So, I'm going to go with the strength checks was all pulling Finland first. Let's see what happens with that.
Can I just give him advantage?
You can if you wish. Yeah.
I'd rather do that.
Right. Okay. So Finland, take advantage.
So I do advantage.
Advantage on strength checks. Yeah. Oh, this one strength check.
16 and 16.
2 16s.
Oh wait. Oh no.
Plus your modifier. Plus your modifier.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Right. You get your hands. You get your fingers within her fingers, like between her fingers and her neck, and you start to pull. And as you start to pull, Isha's strength also pulls with you, and you manage to get one hand free. You pin it to the hull of the ship, or to the floor of the ship where she now is, but one hand is still on the throat. She's now starting to cough. Her face is turning into very, very, very pale. All the blood is rushing from her face. Sorry, who else was doing what? You sent a message, Halloween.
To Bird.
What did you say?
To Bird. I told her, "Let go. We're trying to help you. Let go."
Make a persuasion check.
23.
23.
15 plus 8.
Bird, you hear just in your head, your head is now just a swirl of like red mist. You don't know what's going on. Inside your head, you can just see the face of this thing just yelling words at you, but the words are completely incorporeal. You don't understand the language. It's just noise, noise, noise. But she's going. But then you just hear a quick break in that, when Elwyn comes forward and just says, "Bird, let go." And you drop your hand and just slump back onto the deck.
Immediately hug her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
She's
my artificer-
pretty much unconscious.
is she unconscious?
She's unconscious.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my artificer and initiate feat and cast Spare the Dying.
Oh no.
Is
She's not
No,
dead.
She's just passed out.
She's just
not
passed
dead.
out.
She just passed out. Okay,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna cure
She's
wounds.
she's not 0 hit points. She's just basically exhausted from what the hell just happened to her.
Okay, then I'm gonna use cure wounds.
Cure wounds. Okay.
So 1d8.
Mhm. Where were you hit point wise, Bird?
I mean, I was full.
You were already
Yeah.
full. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Tad and go, what happened?
She got 8. You got 8
8?
hit points, Beth.
Right. Just bear with me a sec. I need to start
You were-
rolling something.
You were just talking.
Five,
You're
What
just
were you
talking
talking about?
4, 9, 13, 15,
Are you okay?
19. Okay, you healed 8, which you were already at full anyway, but you did, through that entire process, take 19 points of psychic damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
What
Alright.
about I
What
didn't
about
actually.
Isha's?
Yeah, I didn't actually roll mine. So let me do that now.
But you actually cast a spell when she was at full hit points, so those hit points wouldn't have stacked. They would have just dissipated.
Oh, I
they would have
understand
just
now.
dissipated.
I understand.
Okay.
If she was already
I-
full, you can't add to the above.
So
if
I'm
you know
at
what I mean.
0, but
You're at 0.
well, I have 50 hit points. So if I had 19 psychic damage,
Okay.
so I am
And
down.
then heal.
So can I use?
So
Spare the
no.
Dying?
So what I'll say is that the psychic damage came in, and then Opal's spell came in after it. So you are now up to, what was it, 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So she went.
So the
she went
eight
down.
take effect. Because sorry,
Okay.
I was so enthralled as to what was going on, I forgot to roll damage.
You did it.
I
So,
know, I know. I was enthralled with what was going on in my head as well.
okay. Anyway,
So yeah, so you're back up to eight,
I'm at
eight
8
hit points.
out of
You're conscious, but you are exhausted and collapsed on the ground.
okay.
And I was asking Tad, I'm
just
gonna
has
put a hand on your shoulder and just be like, you're not okay?
Bird's more important right now. It's fine. I'm okay.
So do I wake up,
And
or am I just like still passed out?
No, you're still unconscious.
and Tad is sitting. Bird's head is in like his lap, like sitting cross-legged, and just like he just keeps saying, like, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry." Like
Have-
he's
What the hell happened?
Have I had a long rest yet?
I would say yes.
Okay, I'm gonna also cast Cure Wounds then.
Okay.
So we all had long rest.
I did not yet.
Okay.
But I'm just
I
gonna
think I'm
sit
the
and
only
hold her.
one.
Isha.
Will her to wake up.
12 points.
12 hit points.
So you're back up.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
you're back up. Yeah.
Isha is going to not crowd Bird. But
Yeah.
he is thinking immediately everyone else is going to hear that. At least someone on the crew is going to hear that. He's going straight to the door. He's going to shut the door behind him, and he's going to redirect anybody who comes in to give them privacy.
Okay. As as Elwyn finally just as you're unconscious, the the weave sort of comes out of Elowin's fingers and just sort of goes in. You don't feel it. Everyone around you just sees the pulse just sort of hit the unconscious body. You see a glow, and then the glow dissipates. As Tad is, you say you're holding her head, just sort of like just gently holding her head. You're like softly just stroking across her brow just to make sure that she's comfortable. As you're doing that, and everyone is standing around looking, Bird, you sit bolt upright in like a flash of a second, and just yell in Tad's face, "Get away!" And you extend your hand forward and cast Eldritch Blast and fire Tad across the other side of the ship. Tad, you slam into the wall, and you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as you slide down the other side of the wall away from it. And then, Bird, you just release your hand and then just go back to unconsciousness. And that is where we're going to end this session.
Oh, man.
Jacob, that didn't go as we planned. Jacob.
That was so good.
It went great.
Jacob, help.
It went amazing. Oh. Oh.
Holy hold on, I gotta write this down. Write that down.
So, ladies and gentlemen of Twitchland, thank you for sticking with us for this episode 4 of Thoria the Broken World. That was fun. I enjoyed that immensely. I love all this RP shit. It's far too good for its own good. Right, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully without issue, in 2 weeks' time we will be returning with episode 5 of this story. So please keep an eye on social medias. Please keep an eye on the Twitch channel itself. I want to give a huge thank you to my incredible cast for doing yet another fantastic story as we go forward in this epic adventure. And we shall all see you in 2 weeks' time here on this channel. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and we wish you good night.
Level 3, baby.
Bye.